live?
Messiah as well onto the sky, which
I think
can make
we're
some arguments here and
live.
there,
Alright,
but
we're live now.
information is key for now, and
So,
they are looking to set up
QT Dig
decent
versus Full Sense.
Well,
Full
that's
Sense
not the start you
obviously
want.
need this game.
Boys, that opener onto Margaret and Sephiroth also chiming in as well.
Oh, they're trying to run them down.
For QT Dig, but they do manage
Okay,
to run
they just
Killua
even
down,
numbers.
and that's going to start to provide a bit of an avenue
Oh, they have
back
tempo.
towards this A site now. It is going to be cruising
There. Oh, the movement.
well prepared for that.
Trade. There's a minute left. Jesus, man. Chill, bro. Chill.
So we find ourselves in a 2-on-2. PRIMMIE and Jip Boys to try and recover this round against PKM and Messiah.
Spike planted out in the open, possibly for heaven.
So, Full Sense are insistent on PRIMMIE Denlock.
Doubling up together.
Like
this is gonna be tough. Yeah, it's really smart.
It's gonna be hard to dig out. Yeah, event.
Necessarily going to clear that as Full Sense. Oh, it looks like
They
they will try
do.
to. Jip Boys does end up losing his life to Messiah, and now PRIMMIE knows he has to go on the chase.
Oh,
time
the
is of
movement.
essence for
The
him.
movement.
He's obviously at this point
Wow.
already lost the round by virtue of having to chase Messiah down there, but also gets put down. And QT Dig will draw first blood in this series.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, no signs of nerves so far. I mean, having like a bit of resistance, but still having the willingness to push downstairs like that and get that pivot from spawn over onto A site. Having Messiah hiding inside of vents as well. I mean, definitely already pretty different from what they last showed in that game against Reject in a Japanese Grand Final, but I'll continue to keep our eye on things because you still see Full Sense, shooting.
All right, so that round was
The game right now is still, I mean, having the
pretty
utility
winnable.
with this is
In the
quite clear.
Seiko, it's not winnable.
PKM flash in as well, and he's just gonna
Damn, this Neon is just full tempo.
There from PKM and Yuran.
PKM
QT Dig
running it down.
able to get themselves into that B site without too much difficulty. They
Sephiroth gets one. Gets another and gets a
a
kill.
little bit too hard there for
He's near his ult.
final kill.
Still probably wouldn't be two more though, as long as I believe QT Dig doesn't lose his second weapon. I think they still be pretty decent for potential bonus. And there they will
And a
go.
4K.
PKM looking pretty comfortable on the stage so far. Very good start. 6-0 for him. Obviously, job's going to get a little bit more difficult as we get into these gun rounds, but nice to see him hitting some solid entries, feeling comfortable.
Yeah, bro's just full neon sliding everywhere.
He needs to be doing on that neon, and I think in particular the.
I thought
this round
Dambi was
a really
crazy.
nice recovery from him.
This dude might be the
He's
next
one of those
big
guys
thing.
You want to watch out for is the primary duelist for the team as well. Another one of those players similar to PTC who have had extensive, long careers.
Margaret,
waiting
former
for this
Noxian.
opportunity. So a little bit emotional as well back in the win, but right now, different hold coming out from Full Sense. GravNet readied up by PRIMMIE. Will catch.
That's all good. Plenty of time to recover from that
Sephiroth punished by Margaret, the OG Noxian.
Thinking about taking that duel, perhaps should have thought better of it. Now that leaves Killua a little high and dry over towards this A site, hoping to try and hold on. Does manage for the double.
Killua might have saved the round.
Exactly what you need out of your anchor, and allows the time for Full Sense to come across. The spike's been dropped now. PRIMMIE's out in no man's land.
PRIMMIE? Oh my
Still
god,
win a couple
PRIMMIE.
of duels
He's
in
gonna drop
typical PRIMMIE
100.
fashion.
Guys,
Sense are going to be on the board here immediately.
if
First gun
PRIMMIE
round, a
doesn't drop
resounding
100,
victory by the looks of
I
things
go
here.
bald.
QT Dig obviously trying to get through with the bonus, but you drop around like that one, Full Sense they're going to feel some confidence off the back of that.
Yeah, I don't really blame QT Dig though. I mean, like the decisions that they're making, Jordan, it's very fluid, very fast. They were tested a little bit, especially with the GravNet being tossed down towards mailroom. But instantly, like it's just clicking for them. The calls, it's so quick. Like contact plays straight up through, off towards A heaven into sight. Of course, the one difference will be then Killua, and also how fast Full Sense are able to react to that as well. Just getting those rotations over with PRIMMIE as well to support. So not too bad, and the buy's still flowing through and through, but we'll have a listen into QT Dig.
So, QT Dig, Leviathan default, they are probably gonna run it down in mid. PRIMMIE. I mean, it's the third round. He has 2 kills. He's probably gonna get 2 here. Oh, they're avoiding PRIMMIE. Classic.
They're trying to set up the same thing again. I mean, it's so quick with the 3-2-1
So
swings,
in the reaction, full sense. Fight for main. Oh, they're not ready for Sephiroth.
Just so unexpected. Easy kill for
They're
him.
not accelerating. They're not fast. They're not fast.
He's managed to take a bit of space in towards B Heaven, trying to call the team back over, but Full Sense are pushing out as well.
1-for-1's not going to be good enough here.
Oh, Jet Boys. Stop taking PRIMMIE's kills. Stop taking PRIMMIE's kills.
Somewhat. Jet Boy's low. So if he chases him down, he might be able to at least claim another kill, but in the end, going to turn back on his head and see if he can find anything that unfortunately will not go his way. 4v1 was always going to be a tough ask, so two apiece here.
Sorry.
I think really starting to kind of ease their way into this game. They're looking very comfortable, I have to say.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know about you, Jordan, but I'm really feeling this game right now. It's just super entertaining to watch Full Sense start to
this Japanese team is super
like
aggro.
as well. I mean, you can see how quick QT Dig intend to play this map, how much space they're taking, how quickly they're just going off from position to position, the mid-round calls. But Full Sense, if they're being this proactive, taking space off timings and recognizing what they need to do, it's gonna work out quite nicely right now.
Oh, stun, grab net. PRIMMIE's just better.
Cover from PRIMMIE.
PRIMMIE's just better. Oh my god, he's about to drop 100. Oh my god, 4K.
A 4K, and there is really
and it's an ace. It's an ace. It's an ace. We're jumping around. We're jumping around. We're jumping around.
It feels like the individuals online.
Let's go.
Makes it look so easy.
PRIMMIE drops 100. We're on the first map.
I mean, there's that Killua round as well, where we got a 2K over towards A Heaven. Jit Boys had a 2K. You know, you're kind of starting to see these moments where it feels like Full Sense are getting more than just the standard one, and they're doing it pretty consistently, and they're doing it pretty easily. So QT Dig need to be finding a way to match that firepower. Otherwise, this is going to be a map that is going to fall by the wayside pretty quick.
They definitely need to, I feel like, slow things down a bit. I mean, they're going fast, which I do kind of like, and watching how Full Sense used to play, it was a bit more slow, methodical, especially in the game against RRQ.
Right now, we're
kind of
on
a
7.
little bit as well. QT Dig switching up the pace. You know, I thought that was a bit more of a test to Full Sense, but Full Sense are passing that test with flying colors right now. They're taking forward space. They are rotating very quickly. They know to, you know, anti-flash a little bit, dodge positions, and like you got PRIMMIE just to support, and obviously still shooting as well. You've got all the alts, and there's so much map control with the number of trips that they've set up all throughout, like Garage and A main. It's difficult for QT Dig to just try and bulldoze their way into positions, even though they are playing that double duelist. So I would like to see them, you know,
hashtag save PRIMMIE.
spend the boom bot a little bit, try to break down some of the trips, work around map presence a bit more before they actually go in for the full commit. Because otherwise, Full Sense, unless you know, somehow one person's isolated and like they leak the side open, maybe QT Dig gets the plant from that point. But we haven't seen that yet.
Yep. Got ulti starting to come online as well for Full Sense, so job gets a little tougher here for QT Dig.
What? Oh.
Possible showstopper for
okay, we're good. We're good now. We're good now.
Look at this as well. I mean, like they're just relegating the B site, leaving it a bit more open. They've got
so they are hitting PRIMMIE site. They know it's PRIMMIE site.
Out from B Heaven as well. So trying to clear it out, but not seeing too much yet from QT Dig. Just a bit of garage presence, and Full Sense does not.
Is the volume low?
It doesn't bother.
Or is it just me?
It's just the same. Okay, PRIMMIE, maybe Annihilation. Jit Boys in position as well, able to get out.
They see mid. Jit Boys.
Oh, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. He really needs to be treaded down a little bit cleaner there.
Oh, PRIMMIE sees them, and he gets a kill.
So difficult for QT Dig, and it's gonna get worse as we start to see the investment coming through from Full Sense. PRIMMIE and Sephiroth just both deciding to invest the ulti there to more or less ensure this round.
Margaret has the timing.
Smoothly.
Damn, PRIMMIE has traps all over the map.
Well.
Yeah, this round's kind of more like, I don't know, what's something rough? Sandpaper, shark skin. Gonna be difficult for QT Dig either way. Even though they do have Margaret on a lurk sometimes, it just like hasn't really had the time to be able to find impact off of it.
They're going to get a plan.
10 seconds left.
I don't know how much that's necessarily going to help them. Margaret,
Yep.
dead to right there, going through that smoke. Messiah can't
Killua.
do anything either.
Wow.
Killua.
Cruz was a little bit physically disabled today. It's just his foot. He's playing pretty darn well. I mean, it's not just the kills, you know, of course, with PRIMMIE and Jit Boys as well, but look at that star, the smoke. Like, there was a grab while outside of it just to block off Margaret's pathing, and Margaret obviously wasn't going to try to push back off towards the top of heaven. You just spotted like an entire firing squad there. So, non-stop for Full Sense. And we need to see QTD provide some resistance now, but the setups from Full Sense have been proving to be quite streperous. You got 4 rifles, light shields. We'll see what PKM can try to conjure up.
I've also got an op-out in the hands of Jit Boy, so that changes.
Oh, they're fighting heaven.
Well, Killua, he can't quite double
PRIMMIE,
down this time, but
1,
PRIMMIE is there
2,
to exchange that frag, and
3.
once again,
PRIMMIE's
one
just
by
gonna
one,
farm.
QTD
4K.
tried to challenge PRIMMIE, and they
Oh.
just continue to fall. Eventually,
My bad, PRIMMIE.
will
I'll let you
bring
do your
one down,
thing.
but
I'll let you do
numbers
your thing.
deficit again here for QTD. They are not finding favorable duels.
It just shows the experience of the Full Sense guys as well. In similar career lengths at some points as well. Not impossible for QT Dig though, just yet. I mean, they can get the spike down. Obviously going to take a bit of time before the smoke comes back up for Kippe. Chooses to block off screens instead, so maybe trying to anchor down from the site while Margaret plays a separate angle off towards ramp. Gonna have to take the fights though, and this showstopper, yeah, it scares me a bit.
Oh, bit of a commitment there from Jit Boy.
Okay, it's a win for QT Dig.
Actually pays
Oh,
off, he spots a target,
and he
somehow
missed
it doesn't connect.
it.
Hold on for a minute here. Margaret maybe starting
No
to come
way.
online.
Okay.
Doesn't quite manage to calibrate onto Sephiroth, so we're down to
Cruz
just
has an
Vegas.
op.
Quite low
Interesting.
on HP. Cruz has got the op in hand though. Doesn't matter. when-
Nice.
Do you have the op in hand? Am I
Not
just
too
going crazy?
bad, not too bad.
Either
He
way.
did.
He swapped it?
Yeah,
Not
but
too
I was thinking that
bad.
I've been gaslit. 5-2. That's what matters at the end of the day.
Exactly. Still though, I mean, sometimes I swear this game, maybe it's the UI a little bit as well, you never know.
Is it delayed that it didn't show that he'd picked up a gun?
Could be. But I mean, it's like the showstopper, like that looked like bang
Oh,
on.
that's just
Come on.
that's just better
I wonder if
aim.
we'll see it on the replay. No, we
Must
won't.
have blown past Kippe a little bit, but nonetheless, decent shots from Margaret still. But yeah, the round is the round, and that's again, like they're trying to go a little bit faster. The From the Shadows, like a neat little attempt at a distraction, but that doesn't phase players like Killua or PRIMMIE. These guys are just so good right now.
So
And they're
QT
playing a little
Dig,
bit
a
further
hit,
back, trying to get some
no
spams in.
layers. Means
QT
no
Dig
lurk,
just the same rinse
no
and repeat
split.
strategy all the way through.
Just a straight A hit.
Showstopper, and
It's a
that's
clear
already been
sight.
read by Full Sense.
Yeah, they're just
There's a
not gonna
trip
give
and
it silently.
screens.
So it is a wasted ulti in a sense.
Okay.
It's going to be invested as well.
The
QTD
old bot
really looking
space.
to try and put this round together. It's about the best looking round they've had.
Killer
at least in
spots
the gun
too.
rounds. Spike
We know the
down,
Viper
hit up,
and the Razor on
side
site.
control, 5-on-5. This is
Now
not
we
really
just gotta worry
very
about the
well for
Omen.
QT Dig.
Seekers could help against the pit.
Good investment from Killua. Let's see if it ends up paying
Good
off.
nade.
You get the paint shells through as well, but
They
you
get
are
out.
happy to just wait.
They're just spamming.
Chill, a flash in his face. Now a boom bot to
It's
try
just
and
gonna
push
be a
those players
spam.
back out as
And
well.
Jit Boys
Jit
gets a
Boys even
kill.
claiming a kill with it. Messiah's found the double. It might not be enough though. As
Oh, this
Full
player in
Sense are
elbow.
still finding
It's
what they need on the
not
way
good
in.
enough.
Good damage onto Killua, but now it's
No
on PKM
time.
and he can't
No
get it
time.
done. At least in terms of the
The
kills.
Viper
but hey,
Spit
wins the
just
round.
bought so much
No time
time.
for Full Sense. So QT Dig get themselves a third.
Yeah, about enough time, and that's great delay by Margaret. Had the snake bite just in the nick of time as soon as the Seekers were ripped. So no entry allowed for Full Sense. A little brief moment for QT Dig to think up the next rounds. I mean, both teams played admirably well here. Just having the Cosmic Divide, the flashes, the boom bot that actually takes Margaret out of commission as well. It certainly has been explosive and fun, but you still want to see QT Dig square up with some more rounds. They're trying a different avenue of approach this time. B split.
Oh, Yoran just gets run over by Cruz. Still the attempt into this B side. It's gone well. PRIMMIE's missed a couple of shots, and PKM
Oh,
is missing
PKM.
nothing.
Just
QT Dig
the
starting
essence
to
of
come
Dombi.
back into their own.
the essence of Dombi.
Let's try to put together their own 3v4 retake.
On a can of Red Bull.
A pick to this op.
3 versus 4.
QT Dig Messiah.
But they
That's
just
a
killed
nice
the op.
shot onto Jip Boys.
He was the only one with util too.
Does bring Margaret's position.
No util retake.
Spotted out as well, but when you're finding these kills as easily as you are, QT
Yeesh.
Dig are going to have no problem
Yeesh.
getting through that round. 5-4 the lead, still for Full Sense, but QT Dig are on the comeback.
Wow, these guys are just,
Yeesh.
unlike some of the other Challengers teams that we've witnessed, onshine a little bit. Sharper, that's a different thing as well.
Jeez,
We
man.
forget Sunset, but these guys are just playing carefree.
Oh my god.
They're just running
What a
and
shot.
sprinting into sights, but the
What
one
a shot.
difference this time around was Margaret marching his way up into middle, which brought enough of the attention away. So there was no one from B Heaven trying to hold down the site, which permitted QT Dig entry. Now they're
And
changing
timing.
things up once again.
Oh,
Two
he almost got
players up
spammed
middle,
out.
with one of
Margaret
them being Margaret again.
could be a little aggro, but there's a trip.
Full Sense had the right stack.
We
on
have
the right
both
side.
sentinels on one site. Talk about maximizing util. And they just cleared
Maybe just run it back here for
most of the
QT Dig.
trips.
They can break their way into the B side.
Double
Ziggas
do a
was so
sentry.
successful last time around. Again, it is
No
Cruz and
flashes
PRIMMIE
though.
gonna have to try and defend
PRIMMIE's
this
on
side.
site.
PRIMMIE dropping
He gets
down
3.
to back Cruz up,
Oh my
but
god.
he's in the line to
PRIMMIE.
May. It's Messiah again as well into that kill
Oh.
feed. Unfortunately,
And he-
not enough done this time by QT Dig. Jip Boys will
Nice.
finish it off.
PRIMMIE.
Right.
PRIMMIE.
World.
PRIMMIE.
QT Dig not able to break it open this time.
PRIMMIE.
Definitely not. Full Sense just
PRIMMIE.
add that extra layer now. Aware of Margaret's intents, but they have 4, if not 3 players on towards the B site. And everything just, it looks like it's going according to Frost's plan. You know,
Oh
you can see
my
the
god.
vision, right? Like, you see the fast lane coming out, you know PKM's
Bro had to let
trying create
his
space
other
around
teammates
the
get
B
some
site.
kills. I respect it.
PRIMMIE
I respect
tosses
it.
the grab net
I do that all the
and
time.
instantly tries to play around that position, the position.
I'm
of
always
Killer
letting-
instead. So being able to play
I'm always letting my
covers
my teammates feed.
definitely changes things up. Full Sense tries to stay ahead of the game by stacking up on the
Well,
A side this time.
PRIMMIE just started Margaret.
We'll see if QT Dig does any form of
And
commitment.
this guy doesn't get
Sephiroth
towards the
playing a bit more
trip.
passive to allow himself to escape if needed.
Oh, ooh.
Sharp shot from Margaret, but
That was a nice shot. They see the neon. The neon runs away. It's the weak site.
Saya's looking to clear out middle.
Only anchor on B is Cypher.
The map right here, QT Dig.
And we're about to see if he's a good anchor.
Put a little bit of pressure actually onto that B site. They were
And he's just giving up
trying
sight.
Garage a little earlier on.
Oh,
good
almost
spray from
died.
Saya. Can't quite land that final shot that he needed.
They're just gonna fight CT.
And the heals coming through. So numbers advantage
Okay,
once
they
more
are
for
gonna
Full
split. They're
Sense.
just
They're
healing.
worried about Heaven or
No worries, no
Stairs.
biggie, no worries. For me,
Still going down.
15 kills. It's been 10 rounds.
Losing players. Killua trading out PRIMMIE. And Kibe's position well noted.
15
So Full Sense will
kills.
claim themselves
We're
another again. It's been,
85
a couple
kills
of
away
moments here
from
for
100.
QT Dig where they've looked pretty good, but by and large, it does feel like this one is pretty comfortable at the moment for Full Sense.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, this is what I meant, because they do get tested at times, and you do see little moments with kills, Margaret trying to lurk somewhere else on the map. But judging by how Full Sense had their players positioned, like round to round, Sephiroth was very far back.
Damn.
So you could already
You're on?
tell
You're
Full
in?
Sense
You're
weren't
on?
afraid if the hit did eventually come towards the B side. If it was A, then they had
You're in
some
almost
players
got
to
2.
support. If it was B, Sephiroth is playing for his life. He just gets out of sight and backs up, regroups with the rest of the team, does at least find one in the process, which just helps with numbers advantage. And in every single one of these rounds, Full Sense will work off with some form of numbers advantage. So QT Dig needing to do, or at least, again, creating a bit more pressure.
Oh,
now.
timing.
PKM.
Looking
Oh, but he
for
got
it,
stunned. What a
very
good trip.
awkward. Runs into a whole lot of nothing,
A Phantom
unfortunately. So in
versus
the end,
a
QT
Bulldog.
gonna have to go go for plan B, which is
And they
actually
just
the B
gave up
site.
the B
Bit
site.
of a creep out, little contact play here. It's not a bad
No
shout.
flash.
Got them some space.
So util.
Plays in a good position as well.
Pop out of the smoke. I mean, they do have a satchel.
Set up below as well.
And they do have a dog.
QTD with a pretty decent post plan here.
Ballsy play by the
Snakebite's gonna
Viper.
Go forward. That's going to try and disrupt this retake attempt from Full Sense, and a smoke down now as well.
They're just gonna flood out of heaven.
One kill. Cosmic Divide though for Full Sense. Cutting
Well, now they're.
site in half, and Kipe.
Oh, Cruz.
Just be swung by
But
multiple
the
missiles,
counter swing.
continuing to have a bit of an impact, even if it is only with
Whoa,
that stinger.
whoa, what is going on?
Stinger
What is
making
going
Full
on?
Sense really work for
What
this
is going
round.
on?
Messiah's found himself another. I don't know how he keeps managing
Whoa,
to do
what
it.
is going on?
Eventually does
Third
get
round.
brought down, but time is becoming a real factor. PRIMMIE! You thought he was out of
So-
bullets, he might not get it done anyway. Oh, he's got a
What is going on?
There's no time for the defuse here.
What is going on?
It's a messy round, a
What
very messy round.
went on that round?
QTD
I have
bring
no
Full Sense back
idea
down to
what
their
just
level, and they
happened
managed
right
to win
now.
that final round of the half, so 7-5. It's not terrible.
Someone, please tell me what happened
A
that
little bit
round.
whimsical.
Yeah.
Could have been an 8-4, but in this one, ugh. Do I want to say it? Yeah, it honestly does look a little bit like Cruz's own Cosmic Divide worked against the team because of Messiah's position right
Oh.
underneath heaven.
We just go from
Jiggling
guns to
back and forth, no one
pistols
could get
to
a clear
guns.
shot, and even around the
Pistols,
spike, like PRIMMIE had
the
to try to
shorty,
clear the corner with a shorty, but
pistols to
his
guns to
opponents did well
pistols.
to evade. So
The
it's
guns
back
to
and forth,
pistols.
It's really fast. QTD
Pistols
doing
to
pretty darn
guns.
well to just try to, toss some distractions at Full Sense, buy their attention, bait their attention away, and then go in with hits onto sites. And
Pistols
in
to
that round,
guns, and
it
then
worked because it was
guns
all over the place.
to shorties.
Initially, it felt like A with PKM, and then it
Then
hit on
pistols to
B,
guns.
and no one was
And
close by
Astro
enough to
Divide
match them.
and
So, not too bad for
flashes.
both
I guess
sides,
we
but
flashed our own
now that
teammates.
we're then swapping over onto Full Sense with
A lot
their
of things
double
happened that
sentinel
round.
on the attack. Like, this really comes down to, again, like Jit Boys, Killua, they need to be able to get the sites open for the team and then come in and set up post-plan.
Yeah, halftime break. I don't know that either team is necessarily super stoked about that first half. I think Full Sense will feel like they probably could have got a little more out of it. QTD maybe feel as though it's been a little too long
with
for
the
them to
OG
really come online
Margaret.
after grabbing that pistol. So improvements can be made.
Part of
but, certainly
SPG.
a stable position for both going into this second half. I think you can very much play.
So PRIMMIE now has
7-5 scoreline,
17
whichever side you're on for.
in 12 rounds.
I just like that QTD.
If it
are fired up,
goes
you see these rounds, they're not shaken by the
for now,
whole
we
5-round
have
win streak that Full Sense had.
12 rounds. We could go
And
another
here they go,
12.
a bit of information with the boom bot. Full Sense undeterred though will continue to press forward with the full team. Whoa.
Yeah, Jit Boy's out nice and quickly. Paranoia is going to connect onto
Oh,
him.
trades?
The round's going to be good for 2 on the initial
Whoa,
hold.
what a nade by.
Send Full Sense packing.
It's a 3v4.
Trying to continue the hit into the B side.
Can't any longer. Duelist gone as well. At least a weapon retrieved. So all the ghosts. What's QTD?
I mean, I think
gonna consider, though?
QTD
They're
is playing it
not
pretty
moving.
smart.
Still
You have the
working on
neon
some
on the
trying to
weak
work with the
side.
numbers that they do have.
If they do decide to re-hit
As long
B,
as PKM doesn't fall
then
too
you just
early,
have a quick rotate through
this could
spawn.
be a decent shout of a round. And he's playing towards vents. All right, so this is just going to be a 4v3 retake.
Right there.
That said, Full Sense have been given a lot of space over
Yep.
towards A.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had a little bit of the
They've been
timing,
fragging pretty well
probably
on this
could have
map.
killed the neon
That's
for
what you
free.
would want to think about, Jordan.
Hmm.
You have the
They're gonna
space,
wrap into
you get a
CT
spike,
before they get the
PRIMMIE
plan
sets
down.
up with, barrier mash, GravNet position.
Well, they just got info.
Done here. They're almost kind of baiting.
Faking it, yeah.
Oh, the timing is so
By putting the barrier mesh in that position.
easily isolated
Now
kill.
Cruz able to strike onto Margaret, so
It's now even it's even numbers. They just even the numbers.
job's going to get a little bit more difficult here for QTD on the retake. Flash out there from Messiah to try to get them into the site, but they really haven't got a whole lot of space at all.
Whoa, what is
Up
PRIMMIE
close and
doing?
personal.
PRIMMIE's
Again,
getting a
Cruz going
kill,
against Yoran,
right?
Kahlua and Cruz.
PRIMMIE's
have
getting a kill.
connected, and so too PRIMMIE. Everybody getting a piece of the pie there. Headshots
What a
all
play.
across the board for Full Sense. They will take the second half pistol.
And that's 1-1 pistols to each team. What a lovely little idea. I mean, you've seen teams like
Bro,
Barrel
just
pull off walls like these
didn't even get to
before.
play the round.
It doesn't seem like
It's like when
it really
Teo
affected
was
QT Dig too much.
buffed, or
Ultimately, it
no,
was just
when
this
Teo was first released,
position where
and you
PRIMMIE
try to
can
entry
play
on site
forward
and you
up
just get
towards the back of
stomped
spawn.
by his
Landing those
missiles.
shots as well definitely helps out.
Man, everybody was complaining
So
about
it's a
that.
situation where, you know, maybe Killa goes down, but then PRIMMIE and the rest of them would have been able to route back towards the top of A heaven anyway.
Yeah, Margaret just going to have to back it up. Full Sense put a little bit of early pressure on B, but they're not committing to it.
Just a bit of information.
Sephiroth gets punished, but he just had a Marshall.
Your lurk down. So Full Sense now have
Could be dangerous in the round, and QTD are pretty ballsy. Think could be doing some big damage.
Fight is coming to them whether they want it or not.
Primmie's gonna farm.
In the meanwhile, has
Easy
scale.
kill.
He's got the spike in hand,
Oh my
Killua's got the
god,
spike
Primmie's
next to
gonna
him, I should
farm
say.
tier 2.
Either way, they're committed to the B site now, that's for sure. That'll be a
PRIMMIE?
good choice in the
PRIMMIE?
end as they do
Did
manage
someone
to
say
dislodge
PRIMMIE?
most of QTD.
Did someone say Primmie?
I have the spike.
It is just PKM now on that rotate through.
It is PKM though.
So Full Sense won the
Really sharp. Needs
pistol.
nice
Right
tools.
now they have 3 alive in that anti-eco. I mean, PKM just needs one, and I think it's a win.
1v3 against Full Sense right now.
I think it's
feels
a
tough ask.
pretty good win for them. Oh,
There's
that's
the
their win.
burst. See if this starts to get any
And
more
he picks up a
interesting.
bulldog.
Found himself a rifle as well.
Double
trying
peek.
to draw out the peaks, but
Nope.
gets his
Nope,
timing
nope,
wrong.
nope,
and Cruz
nope,
will
nope.
put him down 9-5. Full Sense to
Nope, nope,
convert.
nope, 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 nope.
Yeah. Minimal, well, not minimal. It's handful of casualties. So bonus still going to be affected, but
One enemy.
not too bad from both sides just to be able to play around it. Thinking about the
Right
next
now,
round's
Primmie's on a
still
heater.
Full Sense. It's like
What is he at? 20?
worrisome
20
or tough, Jordan, because like you're
in
wondering how QT Dig's going to
14
play. You see
rounds.
them having the tendencies to push out and
Okay,
take
I need
forward
QT
control
Dig to
sometimes.
win this bonus
And
round.
that's going to be a bit tricky to work around, which is why Jit Boys will look to shut down early boom bots and things like that.
Go, go, go.
Holding Garage for now. Previously was Sephiroth the solo lurk.
Flash
Oh my
out.
god, low
Side's gonna
sense
be tested
moment.
here. Good for the first.
Trade,
Not quite
Primmie?
the second, but
Throwing net.
1 for 1. Could be worse. He's done a bit of extra damage over there onto
There was
Primmie as well.
Judge.
I think that might get healed up by Killua at some point in this round. Has been the looks of things.
Much more defensive positions being held. So this is a bit of macro work by Cruz.
Looks like they're gonna A split through that.
Solo lurk on A side. Perhaps QT Dig would
Oh
not
no,
expect
the
that,
Cypher's
so needs one
moving.
more stack, but with the
Looks
more
like they're just gonna hit
defensive
heaven.
position, managed to hold certain spots with off angles and now just trying
They're
to
going
work off
into
of
mail.
information
Get
or
stopped.
delay.
Stalled by the nade.
Here.
Full Sense though, just barreling forward.
Gonna
still
re-clear the
bit by bit
space.
into B site.
This is what you're going to see from Full Sense. Pretty slow
Ooh,
play.
what
That's
an
a
angle.
Nice shot though from Uran. Full Sense now maybe in a bit of trouble with the time available to them.
Uran's
They still
trying to
and make
do.
their way into this B
Oh,
side.
what
You
an
hear
entry
it
by
That
Killua.
Killua hits that opener. They still got to find themselves another one. Kippe at the back
Killua
of the
has
side.
the freest-
Easy kill. You'd think it won't be.
What?
Primmie has to get the trade. Now has to
He
scramble
saved
for
the
that
kill for
spike.
for
Meanwhile,
Primmie.
Sephiroth covering off at the flank.
Oh,
Just
you got him
Margaret
off.
left
You got
alive.
him
They're gonna
off.
try and bait him into the fight initially. The plan going down.
Yo,
here
it's
for
kind of
Primmie.
open.
Not quite denied, but Margaret gets two.
Oh,
You have to
Margaret.
question why have they decided to plan open.
Yo.
They had no choice. Worried about the time, the snake bite. What a toss by Margaret.
Oh, I don't know how to
That
feel
was
about
truly
that.
one of those rounds down to a hair, and it just comes off really neatly. He landed the flick first, and then got the next one with a little bit of a snake bite DK too. So not too bad on the hold from QT Dig. They work off delay, they bait back position bit by bit. I mean, I thought this round was done once Sephiroth had that kill, but look at that. The snake bite. You would thought maybe Primmie, if he got like right underneath rafters, maybe he gets a safer plant, but you can also kind of understand why he doesn't go for that, because the timer was down like 7, maybe 5 seconds. It takes about 4 to plant.
Round really falls apart when Kippe actually gets that kill at the backside. But anyway, that's by the by. We've got Full Sense to listen into, so let's hear how they're going.
Shout with the opener. Primmie. Oh, mini map moment. Oh, they're gonna flood. Calling the flood. PRIMMIE. They don't know about the player's Raptor.
Player standing.
Oh, a flawless round.
Oh man, nice try. But that's QT Dig. Like they're just unafraid, still doing the same things and just trying to go in fast. But Full Sense were a little bit quicker this time, had the full B commit. And with
Then PRIMMIE literally needs to drop 30 in order to get 100.
But on the top of Rafters, unable to find the shot. PRIMMIE just still able, well, with assistance from Jitboy, able to get it down at the end. So it's these little rounds around things. They might have started off this second half 7-5, but Full Sense definitely have built up a lead now. And if this doesn't get stemmed soon, it's going to be tough for QT Dig to stage.
Jitboys with the ult. Seth Roth the one away. Same thing with Cruz. Same thing with Killua. And then on QTD, PRIMMIE. It's like PRIMMIE's in a scrim.
Now puts PKM under pressure. He knows that he's being pushed from multiple directions, and a showstopper also invested here from Jitboys is going to send him all the way back. No connection, but it does buy the space for Full Sense that they need.
Whoa, that's such a good setup.
Loving it. Sonic sensors now placed as well. Sephiroth lurking, finds value.
I mean, QTD are just not shooting back,
No success there from
to be honest.
Messiah. Job gets even tougher here for QT Dig as they try to filter their way into the site, but it feels a little
And plus, their Full Sense's attack side is pretty good once they get on site.
And they're on the hunt as well. PRIMMIE.
Oh, PRIMMIE has the timing.
Right behind.
Is PRIMMIE AFK?
Last player standing.
Oh my god, PRIMMIE's getting 100.
Oh boy. Discombobulated is right, Jordan. Oh my goodness. Shell shocked. Everything as well. I mean, just not entirely sure how to get themselves back in. But this is what happens, you know, Full Sense round to round. Suddenly you're seeing them just, like, I don't want to just
Bro,
say
what?
but it's like
Crazy
so
pre-aim.
much conditioning with how they're going from different positions.
Crazy
And then
crosshair
suddenly
placement.
It's kill off, pop flash, PRIMMIE swing out towards middle. Margaret just has no idea how to contend with that. And Euron was like praying for a showstopper in that little retake moment. Does come up with it for this round, but the economy's definitely broken now. And
Your
kills being
boys?
collected
Get some
upon by
kills to
Jit
PRIMMIE.
Boys. This map could be done.
Oh, Messiah can't get anything done.
Bro,
Personal there on A, and I think
they're
you're
just
right,
running
Margaret.
it down. They
At
don't
this
care.
point, Full Sense are just
Oh
way
my
too comfortable,
god.
way too clean. QT Dig have not done enough to account for themselves here on split. Margaret, last man standing. 1v5 with the Sheriff is just not happening today. They might give him a bit of a chance at an extra kill in here or there, and okay, that's come across for one, but again, how much can you really draw from that? Probably not a whole lot for QT Dig.
Maybe. You know, 1 kill and a death, 2 alt points. He just got, like, just nice. Had his Viper's Pit for this next round. So we'll see if they can maybe try and set their best to, like, build something up with all the alts that they have. QT Dig, they have a showstopper as well to Yuran. It's definitely going to be tough, though. I mean, it's going to take a Herculean effort. I learned a new word. 6 more rounds just to push things into OT.
You have 4, almost 5 ultis online here for QT Dig. You've got the buy that you want.
Flash,
as well.
grab net.
It should be here,
Chip
but
boys.
maybe not if you're going to lose Kippe like that. Euron has to invest.
Euron gets the trade. He can't aim with the op.
Even trade as far as QT Dig are concerned.
And has ult.
1 for 1.
I mean, he hears Sethra. Just spotted the op.
Goes out a little ahead of the rest of the team, and this could still get a little bit awkward.
They could pivot vent, but they don't know. They don't know. They don't know about the player in mid.
Has at least been able to cross to defend
Oh,
towards
they
the
just
side
heard the
for Senzo.
ropes.
Thinking about a call to go back towards B.
Do they clear this?
Will they check Euron?
I don't know if they will.
Trade?
Well, certainly won't.
You're on.
Gets 2.
Down mid.
A QT Dig actually
For
looking
me?
good to maybe hold on
Oh,
for
if he
at
got a
least another
collab.
round. 12-7. Keeping it alive for the moment.
Yeah, and still holding on to that Viper's Pit as well. That is lovely work by PKM on that op, as well as Euron. Instant reaction against Shitboy, spots out no info, comms to the team that there could be a B hit coming, and then he just continues to push in towards market and bottom mid, like what? Former Zeta Division player comes back in here. I mean, he has certainly has a statement to make. Still needs 5 more rounds though with the rest of the team, and this op could start to be a bit of a problem. We'll keep our eye on it.
Exchange of boombots.
Hello.
Neither finding anything.
Now the one-way smoke though, that's the main thing. So that's some extra info for QT Dig. A bit more of a responsibility for Sephiroth once again. He does dodge a Trailblazer for now though, but full sense now. Scaling up middle. Tries to crack things open. Force QT Dig to think.
Could be another good pivot over to the B side here. Just the 2 players to defend there, and it's going to take a very long time for these QT Dig players to rotate across. PRIMMIE, oh, did he actually catch him?
PRIMMIE caught him.
I didn't think that was going to connect, but apparently it has.
You are divided.
Now Cosmic Divide goes down, and that is a very tough site to retake here for
Oh.
QT, particularly with that position from PRIMMIE. It's just so cheeky sitting around the corner.
PRIMMIE takes
That
contact.
wall plant down.
They're about to pop out of smoke. They're forgetting they're playing against a deadlock. And they just get mowed down. Alright, PRIMMIE, get one more kill. Get one more kill. Get one more kill.
PRIMMIE wants to
Yes.
finish it off right here and now. Sephiroth also thinking about it, tries to take the fight against Margaret. It won't quite work out for him, but
Jesus.
Margaret was not long for this world, and nor were QT Dig. On the
Oh
first
my
map
god,
of this
PRIMMIE's
series,
farming.
full sense, finding themselves feeling pretty comfortable.
Couldn't agree more. Oh man, 13-7. And there was not much that QT Dig could do in this second half. I mean, of all of the halves where Full Sense really started to come alive, it was on the attack, and you really start
GOAT
to see
is
more
back.
of
The
ideas
GOAT is back.
shine through. Like, this is what they were kind of keeping in their pockets all throughout the group stage.
The GOAT is
Cosmic
back.
Divide trip on the outside. Everyone playing a little bit more fluidly with the whole team. Pop flash from Killua, PRIMMIE to peak. This is incredible. PRIMMIE, of course, topping the charts once again.
Yeah, feeling good as far as Full Sense are concerned. At this point, though, we'll have to kind of consider what they have to say, because we've got an interview down on the stage.
Hello, Frost. Congratulations on Split.
Hello, Jen-Lee.
Okay.
Thank you for congratulating me on Split.
Okay, Deadlock Cypher, you decided to keep that, right? Percentage-wise, how much of double Sentinels and how much of double Duelist are you planning to implement in play-ins?
Even single duelist, actually. It depends on who we're playing against and what they're weak at, what they're good at, and we're just going to try to do our best to win.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is one of the questions we have been having about Full Sense in terms of the roles. PRIMMIE looks like he's staying on the deadlock, and you can see why he is. You know, they've been working on it many matches in a row to get this right, and things are finally coming together for this team.
Yeah, I don't really know if the agent had much to do with it, to be honest. I think, honestly, PRIMMIE is just pretty good at this game, it turns out. And that was a bit of a harsh reality check for QT Dig at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I think they definitely struggled with it. I mean, I think in the first half, they felt like they couldn't really end on B. They didn't have a good answer there. And in the second half, they're just welcoming them into the site. They're giving so much space. They're playing for retake, which is the wrong answer. And Full Sense are going to take that every day of the week. You combine that sort of macro win with the individual brilliance of this Thai team, and it's an open and shut book here.
I do have to say, Real Life said that their playstyle is most similar to Paper Rex. And when we see this on Split, I would say there's nothing further from that truth.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think this happens to a lot of teams that come up from the Challengers League. This is similar to what we saw from Onside, but a bit more of an in an obvious fashion, I would say. QT Dig have been self-described as an aggressive team. I think a lot of people have praised them for how strong they are in scrims. That doesn't always translate when you step on the stage, and I think there was a little bit of nerves that comes in the tentativeness in terms of how much you're going to take fights, how much you're going to fight for space. And I think when those specific things lead to a different outcome in terms of the macro, that's where it becomes a problem, because you have to fight Cypher Deadlock. You cannot let them set up.
I think that's exactly it, where everybody knows the answer of how you play against Cypher Deadlock, right? It's not revolutionary for me to say playing retake against that is bad. The players will know that, the coaching staff will know that, but when you're nervous on stage, you don't take the same aggressive risks that you're used to, that you can in scrims when the pressure is off. It felt like that now they're in this more intense environment under the bright lights of Pacific. They slowed down, they were nervous, and they couldn't make anything happen. I mean, you look at that compared to the fantastic performance of PRIMMIE as well, 31 kills
When
there.
you're not grab netted, you can do so much.
I mean, look, I think they just couldn't get themselves into this game at all. They got 7 rounds, but even then, I think they were kind of lucky with some of them. So I want to see a bounce back. I don't feel like they even were really on this server, and we know they can do so much better than this.
It's just a tale as old as time. It predates Valorant, it predates any esport game or anything like that. At the end of the day, you grind your way through a lower tier league, and then you play one of the best people in the world at whatever that discipline is, and you sometimes get a reality check. If you cannot punish that player and you let them style on you, you're going to lose the game.
Definitely, and I do like that Full Sense is coming back into full swing. So there's no sense, as Margaret was
More
saying
like full
there.
send.
Full
Yo,
send.
there we go.
Especially with PRIMMIE here. He was absolutely Optimus Primey today.
Yeah, I mean, he was just
What
fantastic.
is that?
This is peak form from PRIMMIE. This is what we sort of come to expect, and it's so casual that we can expect 30 out of him, but he is so good for it. I feel like there's no one better in this world at putting up multi-kills like this man.
100%. He was just, you see it, these A fights, he's just taking aim duels with people. He's quite happy to sometimes play off his utility, but you see positionally, it's just gunplay. This is all positioning and gunplay, and this is all PRIMMIE just taking fights with people who are not able to punish him and not able to win that kind of raw aim duel test.
Yes.
It's a firepower test that if you can't pass, then he's going to style on you.
With a player like PRIMMIE, you have to show that you can fight him toe-to-toe. If not, he will just swing you. I mean, we have talked a little bit about PKM. I think he started this game incredibly strong, and I felt like he had everything he needed to sort of take over here. I was very optimistic about him, but you see how the whole team slows down as this game drags out. So hopefully he can sort of replicate the beginning portion of this game as we move throughout this
Yeah, and
season.
quite honestly, he just needed a little bit of help. PKM as the Neon versus Cypher Deadlock. This guy has the hardest job out of everyone, and he had the best performance, to be honest. I think he did his job. I think he delivered what was needed to be able to win QTD this game, but I think nobody else was really able to step up to Full Sense's level, unfortunately, on QTD, so that's something they're going to have to rectify in between maps.
Yeah, it's unfortunate timing actually for QTD to come into Pacific during planes when Full Sense is finally like ramping up.
This is what I'm saying. It's not even just Full Sense. It's like when you get some of these upsets in the group stage, when you get Gen G going on a run, Barrel on a run, you're going to get some pretty bloody good teams in the play-ins. It's going to be scary for a Challengers team because you're thinking, oh, I'm just playing against the dregs of Pacific, right? No, previous grand finalists. First matchup. Good luck.
Exactly. I mean, to the credit of the players, though, they have said that Pacific is the best region in their opinion. So it is going to be challenging even in play-ins. And with Haven up next, do you think this will lend better into QTD's style of how they're holding back a lot?
I think potentially yes. I think this was a map they lost over in the Challengers Japan final.
They won in the semis, and then they lost in the grand final, and it was another pretty one-sided loss to Rejects. So we'll see.
I want to see them put some work in there, but if you're picking it, that's probably a good sign. The only thing that scares me a little bit is we've seen this twice from Full Sense. Both times they were running variations on this Cypher Deadlock, and QTD gave me no reason to believe they know how to counter it from that first game, which does worry me. So it's all about, for me, are Full Sense going to change this as a style that they stick with, that they carry on with? And if so, can QTD have a better answer here?
Yeah, you can see outside of the finals, they picked it a lot. They've been winning a lot over in Challengers Japan, so at least this is a map that they have a fair amount of reps on. We'll see if they're going to run with that same style. This is one of the maps I want to point out, by the way. Margaret, he was just okay in that last map playing that Viper. He's a player on QTD that does something he never did in Nongshim. He plays Chamber, and he kind of frags when he's feeling himself on the Chamber, and this is one of the maps on Haven here where he has been playing the Chamber, at least over in Challengers Japan, so I want to see if they keep the comps the same, and if so, I want Margaret to step up a little bit, because he's definitely one of QTD's better players, at least regionally.
Definitely. And I want you guys to put on your little coach's hat and theory for a little bit here. Given what Frost was saying with Jen earlier on the stage, changing comps depending on who they're playing, especially as double duelists, solo duelists, double senti. do you think he would pull out for a Haven against QTD?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know what they have prepared, but even if I'm in the back room now, knowing Frost he's not against this, I would probably just go, guys, let's run our Cypher Deadlock stuff. They couldn't deal with it there, so
Yeah.
I think it doesn't matter what they have prepared. They've shown a propensity to play Cypher and Deadlock, and after watching map 1, I'd double down with it for sure.
I
Ooh.
think it's much less about comps and, you know, Valorant theory as it is about, like, you know, being
Alright,
able to
a
coach
minute
the
left.
players to be able to find that winning mentality, the confidence to actually be able to perform on the stage the same way that they did in the domestic scene. That's one of the toughest jobs for any of the coaches or the leadership kind of figures in any of these challenges teams, especially when you run into PRIMMIE with a map like that. You're going to be feeling very demoralized as those players, so I think that they are going to have to step up and find a way to be able to deal with Full Sense in the server, because I feel like Full Sense can play anything. I don't think they need to do anything special to beat QTD, honestly, unless QTD finds a better level of form, honestly, in this matchup.
That's a really fair point, and especially when you simply don't have the same kind of firepower. When it gets as simple as that, when you have a team like Full Sense. I mean, Real Life once upon a time had something, and that would have been the answer to play a team like Full Sense. But let's see what Real Life has to say going into map 2.
Here at QTD's Real Life, Coach, how many times did PRIMMIE's name come up in the ready room after split?
We talked about the main problem is we giving up the space, so yeah.
Alright, so what should we expect for Haven?
I think we can manage to win because we have pretty good in the practice, so
Oh, okay. So stopping PRIMMIE is no problem.
yeah, no problem.
Okay, I love the confidence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Easy.
He's so chill. He's like, he's no problem. No one in Pacific says PRIMMIE is no problem.
I mean, that's crazy. He just dropped 30 on. What do you mean it's no problem?
At least he identified the issue of space, but like, dude, you cannot underestimate PRIMMIE.
Well, let's see it in the server for QTD. This is the same comp that they were playing over in Challengers Japan on Haven. This is a map they've picked a lot. As I mentioned before, Margaret is on the chamber, especially on the defense here. I want to see him have some impact. PKM back-to-back games on the Neon should be good for him. He seemed comfortable on that, but you need to see some more numbers here from Uran. He was not great on the Raze last map. Now he's playing the Phoenix. Even though it's got a little bit of a nerf, this is still a very strong agent.
I'd love to see that step up for Full Sense. They've changed. They're playing the foot comp from EMEA. This Waylay can be so powerful on this map, and over in EMEA they have a fantastic record on it, consistently able to beat these Phoenix teams as well as Phoenix Chamber teams. So I think this is a really nice swap for Full Sense, and I think it gives them a good stylistic edge here.
The foot comp, huh?
Yep.
It's officially the foot comp.
It is.
Let's see if they can put their best foot forward here.
All right, we're going to send it back to our casters, Jordan and Quack.
Yeah, let's see if anything changes up coming into this second map. I mean, I want to see a little bit more from QTD. I think Full Sense, they gave us what we wanted to, or what they wanted to, what we wanted from them. But QTD, you know, you're going to need to find another level, and, well, it's kind of your last chance to do that, at least in the upper bracket in this map. So let's hope they can put it together.
Yeah. I mean, lower bracket is always going to be kind of scary, thinking about all the other teams that could be in there. I've already seen a few. Oh man, Morgan's just so excited though. Oh, this is the foot comp, I suppose. Yeah. I wonder if Frost agrees with that. I mean, you know, he kind of heard it from the guy. He's like keeping everything close to his chest now. He's learned a lot from
Alright, we're
recent
back in
incidents,
Haven.
but also just he's the way that he works with his team.
PRIMMIE on the
when it comes to
Waylay.
comps, it's
Double
really just, you
duelist.
know, around the opponent.
Going on
So
the attack side.
considering that nothing changed from QT Dig, has
Going
me a bit
against the
worried, but we'll see
chamber.
how the players perform as well. Dodging recon for now, but Full Sense have no intention of pushing back down A. Bit of a prowler flying past.
Early prowler towards
Comes
grass.
down to when the smokes drop, if they actually
Looks
go
like a
back
C
and cancel
hit.
against Margaret. Otherwise, it's going to be up to Kipe, maybe Yuran inside of Garage.
Kipe just jump spotting on the line right now. Hasn't seen anything, but that is an attacker smoke, so you're going to start to wonder, are they walking
Trying
their
to
way
grab
up
orb?
long here?
Did anyone grab orb? No one
no.
grabbed orb.
Could flash out.
Cruz is very
They're trying to
advanced
get
right
into
now,
mid
and,
walk.
caught with util in hand. Not ideal timing there at all for Full Sense. Messiah on his corner. Oh, needs to be
Oh,
careful.
and he
It's
gets
PRIMMIE
the
that actually does
kill.
fall in the end. Messiah just trying to duck for cover. Can't do more than just the one. PKM, however, is holding strong. He's found his second. Margaret in behind. He's
Oh,
found
Margaret
the
in.
double with the headhunter.
Saves the day.
But that's fine.
Still damaged.
Still a pistol round for QTD.
And this is, yeah, like, I don't know about that call from Full Sense. You didn't see much towards C site or A. You know, you saw the smoke, so you're kind of just funneled into what you thought could have been an open B site, but suddenly you get surprised. It just feels like you're playing into your opponent's game. Yeah, too easy, clearly. But that's also the other thing, is that Full Sense have had pretty good performances, or at least in their past track record on this map before, so you hope to see a bit more, but clearly with
Margaret
the
with
economy
one.
flowing now for QT, I mean, Margaret's taking more confident peaks. You got PKM as one position.
I mean, you're also going
Oh,
to
Cruz had a
maybe
timing
see
until the power
Margaret come
came.
into his own a little bit more on this map in a role on that chamber where he can activate early on in the rounds. You're already seeing it. Confidence there for QTD maybe starting to build, which will be a good sign.
Margaret's just not going to take the loss lying down. He's lost a Full Sense several times already. And he was always that sharp Sentinel player back then on SPG, maybe a bit of Nongshim as well. So certainly wanting to put his name up in lights again, but now just
Trade.
out into the open.
Running gun,
Messiah's found a
stinger.
double,
I love it.
so it's a nice cleanup from him with the
I
stinger.
love it. I love it.
QTD up to 2-0. Happy days. Exactly what you want to be seeing. Full Sense now getting the chance though. The guns in hand, and remember how quickly it kind of felt like it did start to turn around when they did get the guns over on that first map.
Yeah, the little 5-round win streak. I don't know though. I'm still just not seeing too much yet, Jordan. I am, to be honest, it's very early on, but I'm still a little bit disappointed. I'd be a pretty good disappointed dad.
Okay,
Yeah,
bonus
early
round
days
for
here
Full
map 2 though,
Sense.
so don't draw too many conclusions just yet. Let's see how things look here for QTD. And then Full Sense is going to start to make some inroads.
Slowing things down again. This time
Silver Drone's gonna spot Margaret.
Okay, drone to clear on Margaret. This gets out of dodge. But then that means a lot more space on the A side. You spot the Prowler out towards middle, and that should give you
Insta
a good
cage.
idea, but
Off of one piece of Util.
Full Sense still feeling quite tentative about a lot of these different positions around the
Timing. There's a mid walk.
Pulling very far back. We're down
Full
to 1
Sense, oh
minute.
no.
Oh, PRIMMIE
No, they're about to get pinched
early on
on.
in the piece. Margaret's going to go wandering.
Oh, Margaret has the
himself a
fierce
freebie
kill.
here. Kilua was making a lot of noise.
Seaside
Sephiroth
is
does
not
shut you out down,
open.
though.
But they have a pivot into A as long as they clear the
All doom and gloom
chamber.
yet. Advanced positioning for Jip Boys as well, but he's watching the trademark. There's a chance maybe Cruz comes back in if he's close enough, clears out mid-window, maybe short 2. They can smoke the trademark,
30 seconds left.
walk into sight, and then clear it out from that point forward. No, they're thinking a different approach instead, just to clear out short.
They cleared the chamber trip.
Clear and steady.
And now QT dig can lean towards A.
I'm going to make the right choice, get in and
10
get that
seconds
plan.
left.
2-person
Not a whole lot of
flank.
util to try and slow QTD down on this retake at all. There's a cam for Sephiroth. That might help them get some information.
That's
but
a big
you're
duel.
really relying on the shots, and Margaret deleted there by Cruz is a good start to it.
Cruz may not be aware of the neon.
On that reload.
Yep, he's not aware.
KM.
Oh,
how's that knock on his way?
what a
Cruz with a
flick.
sharp flick. And all of a sudden this round starting to turn back on its head. Messiah, he doesn't really have the weaponry to work with here for a 1v3.
Yep.
And even had he hit a headshot there with the Sheriff, he was a dead man walking. 2-1. Full Sense recovered the round.
Okay, Cruz. Let's watch that again, because he landed kind of a, what was that, like 90-degree flick off to the side. He wasn't watching short. He was actually watching the back of, well, CT instead. But suddenly gets it anyway. Bit of a whiff. Unfortunate for him. Or uncharacteristic for PA. Didn't expect it either. We got the Spider-Man genes now.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, it was only a bonus round there for QTD, so maybe not the end of the world to drop that one. This will be a little bit more important. Let's hear how they look to put it together.
Damn, Fade with an early timing and long.
에런 스모크. 에런 스. 조용 있고.
Triple's not ready.
Just action. You can go back. Probably no. Start. Fake start.
The chamber's here.
Nice cover. Okay.
They're just tunnel vision on the player. And they don't clear corners.
Nice. Bump drop.
There's a bunch of mini crosses.
And just walking into positions again. Just early smokes, and it's down to very individual fights now. Euron will reveal his location, so maybe a chance for Sephiroth still. But at the end of the day, the spike, Jordan.
Yeah, has to go and head over towards that C side of the map. Bit of an awkward round, really, for Full Sense. A lot of uncleared corners.
30 seconds left.
They have the recon. It's that position towards A. They tried to go for the trade, but then Margaret shows up with the op.
Sephiroth just looking to save this rifle into the next round. It's a good start for QTD. Full Sense.
10 seconds left.
Not looking too comfortable in that last one. I mean, I
Yeah,
think
it
that's
does
just
seem QTD are a little bit more
probing
comfortable.
round. You don't really want to draw too many conclusions from that. It was a couple of individual peaks here and there. Sometimes that goes wrong. You check the wrong angle. It is what it is, but QTD can really look to build upon this lead now. 3-1. Reinvestment coming through for Full Sense, but money's a little bit of a problem.
A bit more of that like slow build, but QTD definitely showing all the different setups that they can have. The early smokes, positions being pushed down, the op in position, and suddenly it's like Full Sense not knowing exactly how to approach the map. So
First time out from Full
lovely
Sense.
little timeout from Frost. Been a while, but we'll see if that can really aid
First
the
time
team in
out.
their time of need. Oh boy, do they need it. Not gonna have the best purchase up for the next round either, but nonetheless, I mean, if PKM's popping off alongside Margaret, come on, they're swapping between the ops, between the two of them. And then you've got Euron as well, who's, as a Phoenix, still pretty darn, like Pilly said, still pretty darn good, especially on this map as well. There are all these little tight corners he can flash out of and take confident duels with. It always keeps Full Sense on their toes. Full Sense needs a bit more of a concrete plan. Maybe source out where the op player is, you know, push him off with the Sova utility. You got the double duelist, and we just haven't really seen them come in with any, you know, any kind of a set play just yet. I wonder if this round's going to be one of those. I do imagine they will be slowed or stalled down by the smokes a bit, though. Okay,
Oh, holy game audio. Yeah, it's first time Full Sense are gonna.
PRIMMIE looking for that entry. Jip Boys was the one that gets cleaned up. Margaret in to filter on
It's a
through.
flood.
Just ensure that QTD maintain the
Oh,
advantage.
what a shot.
Once again, Full Sense
Margaret's
trying
ready.
to test the site. And this time again, QTD pushing them away. Haven, perhaps their Haven, as they are starting to really look quite good here on the defensive half.
Really looks like that. This was not what happened in the grand final against Reject. Wow. I mean, it's relatively close still. It was 13-6 last time they played against Reject, dropping that map. But, I mean, look at how Margaret plays around this. Kipe plays for his life around the back of side, buys enough time for the team to get over. Just enough time for Margaret to play in front of Garage. Gets out of jail with that rendezvous. Full Sense trying to send it in now.
Well, it's a bold line to be playing for Messiah, but up against the Eco. Not the worst thing in the world to just try your hand.
I mean, in that situation, they lose C, but I think they should still go C. This chamber has been playing anywhere besides C.
PKM will look for a bit of a swing.
Oh,
The double as well. Eventually did fall.
PRIMMIE with two.
Has put himself two on this entry, but there's still the cavalry arriving for QTD. And so in the end, just Kahlua now alive. unable to get past your round, so nothing too interesting occurring in this one. 5-1 now for QTD, and they are really starting to put that question to full sense.
Yeah. Might even need to see another timeout. I just like they're trying to like full send it into sights now. I know this one was a bit more of an eco, but look at how well QTD choose to position their players around the map. Messiah for info, and he can always get out of a position because it's a pixel angle. And then like the perfect player, PKM as the Neon. The relay bolt in A short is just too darn good. Like there's no way that full sense escapes it. Up for QTD.
Timing.
Oh.
Punish.
Deleted Yuran.
Yuran gets 2.
Kipe's here to fight as well. QTD
How does Kipe
looking to
get
get aggressive. Messiah in the 1v1. His position now
Odin
noted by that neural theft.
versus Phantom?
So he'll pop a Prowler out and see if he can figure out where Sephiroth is as
I thought
well.
it was a Vandal.
Both players pretty well aware of what's going on here. Sephiroth making no secret of where he's going to end up. That Nightfall doesn't quite connect onto Sephiroth, but it does deny the plant for a second.
Minute left.
Sai's being very patient. Wants to wait for that tap.
Doesn't hear
Down,
him.
but that's given Messiah a chance to just
It's a game of
rebalance
timings.
the next angle. Doesn't hit the shot.
Sephiroth just good for it.
Sephiroth v Messiah feels like a rivalry. You know, it feels like a fight that we've seen so many times actually in this series so far, and I'd say the by and large the majority of those fights are actually going the way of Sephiroth. This is another instance of it.
Maybe accredited to the Odin as well, but you know, it's just all of these instances in this round, just trades on top of trades, both teams wanting to maintain advantage because of it. The Nightfall invested though, and Sephiroth does so well to play around it, just showing a bit more of that foresight as the next potential IGL at full sense.
A-Site completely being held down by Margaret right now with that tour de force. He's pushed quite far up long. So that allows the extra rotation of Messiah back across to B.
Okay.
A lot of space already here being taken though by Full Sense. They're moving a little bit quicker in this round. Chip Boys
Oh, is this the observer?
as well. Now Convergent Paths out as well. And
Kipe, spam
been
down.
quite as successful for Full Sense as they might have liked it
Timing.
to have been. Messiah
Holy
turning
timing.
around at the wrong time. The middle of the map just opening up here for Full Sense. It's been a bit of a goofy round, really. They got so much space so early on in the piece, but still have to deal with PKM here. Sephiroth
Okay.
will be the
Margaret
sacrificial
has
lamb
a
for this
tour de
one.
force that he has a pop.
Margaret in the 1v3. Not impossible.
Never mind. He had a pop.
Especially
I
from
missed the
Mirage,
audio
too.
cue.
Yeah, kind of a bit of a fish in the barrel kind of situation. We'll start to work his way forward, see if he can at least get this opener onto Kahlua. That is a nice clean kill.
Oh, Jit Boys.
Time is very much of the essence. That flank coming through from Jit Boys should be enough to win this round,
Yep.
particularly if Cruz can survive.
Oh,
maybe not.
Margaret.
Hang on a second.
Oh,
it was
that was close.
Did win a nice clutch over on split. This one would have been even better,
Ooh.
but not to be. Full Sense will get their third.
Full Sense is playing Full
Cruz
Sense.
does it with a
PRIMMIE,
crouch
the
straight
GOAT.
right at the end. Oh man. But this is what you want to see
PRIMMIE.
from Full Sense though. You know, it's just that more
PRIMMIE.
concrete game plan. You had TPs off the back from Cruz,
GOAT.
convergent paths to just break things open. As soon as they heard the tour de force, like they knew A-Site is not the place to go. And like with it positioned more towards garage and different positions being held.
PRIMMIE, the
Up to the
GOAT.
back of defender spawn makes things confusing, but Margaret still landing shots. He still
With a
has
shot.
the op. Full Sense just contact play committing into A-Site.
Yeah, once again, trying to go quick.
Oh, Cruz is in heaven.
Cruz walking right into the crosshair of Margaret. They're just making it a little bit too easy for him at the moment.
3v5.
QTD going to invest that Cosmic. See if they can retake this side a little bit easier. It's all about Margaret at the moment. A 3K from him.
PRIMMIE.
Holding. Get
Uh,
anything done against Messiah. And
my
it's
goat.
just Kahlua
My
now as they
goat.
try to chase him down. Yuran
My
knows he's got
goat.
him stuck in the corner. And they're all looking for that kill. Everybody wants it. It will in the end go the way of Kipe. It's 6-3. QT Dick holding on to a pretty substantial lead in this first half.
My goat.
Yeah, keeping things flowing as well. They'll still be able to afford even if they lose an upcoming round, but this is just so big. I mean, contact play, that's one thing, but you know, that's way too audible with the TP op to heaven. There's not much coverage from that point. Can understand wanting the
GOAT,
TP op away.
greatest of all time.
QTD just have way too much firepower going on with you know, the double duelist, maybe also Margaret as well. It's tough, and now they're trying to continue to swap up positions, but Full Sense once again just double down into A.
Jit Boys running it down, but they have to worry about the player in long, and PKM does not care.
Into PKM instead, the result is still the same. He's left alone by the rest of Full Sense, who didn't quite follow him in. Sephiroth over on the lurk towards C will be dealt with as well, and PRIMMIE falling too. Nothing of substance in this round for Full Sense at the moment. Perhaps probably nothing of substance at all as Yuran.
How do you spell your GOAT's name wrong?
7-3, so they've confirmed an advantage at the end of this half at the very least.
For sure, a lot more material on the Japanese side. I mean, it's also a little bit questionable, but I imagine maybe
How's Alpha your GOAT? How's Alpha your GOAT and you spell his name wrong?
Mental switch up in Full Sense. They're playing a bit more fearless now, just running in. But that round was not it. Like, you had an eco,
that's like
had an
me saying
overdrive,
LeBron, and I don't know how to spell LeBron.
Lucky as well, but like, he's the only one charging at the forefront, Jit Boys, and instantly gets taken down by PKM.
Come on, man. It's a rookie mistake.
Nothing else going on. Like, that's all of us right now. I mean, just cooking up the rituals, praying for a Full Sense to see if they can surf up a little bit more of a.
But yes, Alpha is good. Alpha.
We've got the timeout now from Frost, and we'll see what that can provide. Otherwise, though, I mean, still, it's Margaret, it's PKM. If PKM goes down, Yuran steps up. If not, sometimes it's like Messiah or Kippe to anchor as well. And it's just so darn good.
Two rounds left in the half here for Full Sense that feel pretty important. 7-5, it's a workable position. 9-3, lose the pistol there and things are going to be really problematic, so.
PRIMMIE is a bot.
A little bit concerned.
Hey, sometimes Alpha is a walking orb.
We'll try our hand over in the other direction. This time Jit Boys just deletes Margaret. That is a little bit against the grain. So something that QTD now have to worry about.
310. What does 310 mean? What does 310 mean?
But Yuran's in a deep position as well.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets cleared out. Messiah will be. And Sephiroth.
Oh, Sephiroth.
PKM was coming, that neural theft. Getting all the info that's needed. Yuran's position also uncovered as a
So are we
result.
talking about PRIMMIE right now? PRIMMIE KD 310 right now? Bro, you clearly didn't watch the last match.
And that's Frost once
PRIMMIE
again
was on a fryer. 31 kills.
Right off the rip, but they expect Margaret to be holding the angle off a timeout. Like, that's their default. That's what they're probably going to do. We go on faster, take him down with the sprays. And then from that
Yeah, if I'm honest, like, nobody is making, neither one of them are making champs, so it doesn't matter anyways.
To the smokes, just in case there's another player to refill space. It's a flawless. Certainly gives Full Sense more of a leg to stand on for the second half. But now
that's why. Oh, holy dart on his face.
Straight up into B though now.
Hey, your GOAT can do whatever he wants, but he's not making champs. So we all lose at the end of the day.
He'll be given it by Jit Boys. QTD in danger of dropping this 5th round, although Messiah spamming back on through.
He can play all the Japanese teams, but he's not making champs.
PRIMMIE. He's on site.
Time a bit of a factor right here. PRIMMIE needing to activate, but an awkward spot
Bro
to do
lost
it
to a
from
tier 2 team.
Double for himself now. Margaret spotting the fight out in middle. PKM chasing his way in. It's Messiah to find that trade and the Nightfall to go through as well. Kalua just has to run. Defuse is on. There's no way he can do anything about it at all. We'll walk straight into the crosshair of Margaret. That is 8-4. Full Sense they got some space, but they just lost too many players on that post plan. And so second half, that I think it's going to be a tough one for Full Sense here.
A little bit. I wonder how Big Time feels about this one now. I mean, watching his brother's composition maybe get butchered. Like, the first few rounds, yeah, okay.
Hey,
know,
this is not my team. If I have a team in Pacific, my team is Nongshin.
Especially in the middle portions. It's just not much else to say for Full Sense. Like, it's almost as though Frost had to remind the guys, like, we're playing double duelist now. It's not the Sentinel, it's not the Deadlock anymore. We need to be
my goats.
Going for plays, set plays.
My goat is PRIMMIE, but my team is Nongshin.
QTD matches their pace. Like they go
Nongshin, Red Force, Dambi, X-Cross, Ivy, RB, Francis.
So it's an off angle. He gets in kill. And in that last round as well, it's a very smart choice by Yuran to send in a deeper blaze wall to keep the Full Sense players confused about a potential flank or a potential, you know, late lurk off towards the top of A long. And because like more players are like distracted by all these different spots, the players on site just
where am I from? Americas.
To the only point where PRIMMIE's the last one left, and he can only get down one because the Odin, the Russian from PKM, is
are you
just
from
so
EU?
Relentless. Again, it's this meta, this composition, but it works out very nicely for QT Dig on this map.
Yeah, so far so good. We'll see if Margaret can continue to have that kind of impact though on the attack. Sometimes can be a little bit more difficult to really get rolling on that chamber when you are on the offense as opposed
play
to
CS:GO, Valorant is shit. Hey man, everybody has their preference.
It's not going to be put to good use.
Unfortunately, I didn't grow up with a PC. I got a PC as an adult, and what my friends happen to play is Valorant, and so I started following Valorant. Nobody that I know plays CS, so I have no reason to play CS.
To be a bit of presence, he's going to try to back out in time. It's an ill-fated decision. He went a little bit too late. Full Sense are now locked out of the site.
PRIMMIE's dead. PRIMMIE's dead.
Cruz has at least managed to find himself one onto Messiah with a little bit of spam.
4v4.
With a pretty tough retake ahead, you would think. Two of them to
no really any detail.
Margaret and PKM, the others,
Oh,
and
what a
now
shot.
It's all about Cruz, who can't get it done. QT Dig will take the second half pistol, and they are starting to home in on a map win here against Full Sense to force Summit.
Kenzor. Kenzor.
Both pistols claimed by QTD, and
hey man,
so much conviction with how they
like I said, PRIMMIE's the GOAT, but Full Sense is in my team.
Bit of indecision as well, just thinking about does he want to play for sight or back off, and with the rotations coming in.
Quick question. I was wondering, how did you find my channel? Like was I on the homepage? Were you just looking through Valorant?
Since I've got numbers on this A side though.
Because I consider myself a small streamer. So it'd be cool to find out how you found my Twitch. From search? What did you search? Valorant?
You're on? Okay, what? Where's that? Where's that come from at all? Margaret with the flank as well. Well,
okay.
I mean, I guess that's one way to win a round.
Like, I always knew they had the guns. But that was a bandit. And Nuances just showing up. Like, so what if PRIMMIE had an anti-eco ace? We could do one as well. We could get multi-kills.
Hey, in that instance, yeah, PRIMMIE looked like a bot. In that instance, yeah.
All the way towards the back, if they were to rotate, if Full Sense were to push out, like QTD just had multiple
He was AFK.
layers on top of it, just to always.
You knew they lost the round.
Gaps, and you weren't covering that was one of them. Full buy now. Full Sense needs this round desperately.
Hey, it's okay. It's their map pick.
And it's again PRIMMIE who needs to show up.
It's a good shot from Kahlua to start things off. You're right about PRIMMIE though. He's here. Biding his time.
Oh,
we see so much, but what
PRIMMIE
he can
gets.
deny the plan here, Messiah.
Is he baiting? Is he baiting? Is he baiting?
Not to plan, but PRIMMIE
Is he baiting?
Really executes him right after that fact. Chip Boy's also spotting out Kippe. There's Margaret left alone, who's now been seen on short. And you expect that multiple player swing to come through. Full sense. We'll convert that one pretty
Hey
easily.
man, it's your opinion.
QTD just failing to clear the corner.
I'm rooting for full sense,
Yeah, neat little
but they
trick,
probably don't win
but still
champs.
needing a lot more.
That's the
I mean,
bigger. That's the
all the
bigger
different
picture.
players sneaking past, but it's a smart call nonetheless.
So
by
we're
Full
just
Sense
enjoying the
with
ride.
Rams,
We're
which
just
is
cruising
still,
along,
seemingly the only
one
player.
game at a
Of
time.
course, it's going to be that fast lane that, you know, Full Sense are kind of privy to, so PRIMMIE plays around the corner.
Spike planted.
Heretics. Oh, don't get me started on heretics.
Sephiroth, they all find their own as well.
Heretics are about to lose to a tier 2
But then,
team.
like, you got to think about
Heretics
what could
won't
happen then
even
if
make
QTD going
champs.
for that
They have
full
champs
commitment
points
into
and they won't even
C7.
make champs.
Maybe B as well. It's so quick, it's so fast, but we'll have a listen in.
Because heretics are gonna lose. They're not gonna make it out of planes. Right now they're behind Eternal Fire. Eternal Fire literally win one game in playoffs, and they're tied with heretics. I guarantee they don't make playoffs.
I have to say.
Either they lose,
That's now trying to scramble away to save his
either
gun.
they lose to a tier 2 team because they play tomorrow, or they lose to Fnatic.
Summon is a sure thing now.
Yeah, I can't find any points to try and disagree with that. Just look at how quick the round breezes past as well. Just sudden full commit. You have players creating pressure on other points towards C, maybe a bit of long, and then suddenly the garage swing comes through with Margaret.
Why do you sit with one online?
Has an additional bit
Oh, I'm
of,
actually multi-streaming.
coverage
Or
from Kippe.
I'm on
And that just
I'm on
spoils
YouTube
the
as well.
entire retake because it's a separate position
And
that
I
Full
think
Sense
it's just
can't
better
launch
to
off of
watch.
Numbers disadvantaged.
Watch, because it's literally like 1 a.m. my local time.
Man, it's a stinger for Cruz now, and they really.
Everybody I know
rounds
is
up, but
asleep.
This one goes down. Economy's bad. Everything's bad. Map point bad. QT dig very good. That's premium analysis right there.
Contact play here from QT Dig straight into that B side. It's worked out nicely. Messiah's going to get that plant down quick.
Oh, it's gonna be horrible when it's
Real
champs.
pressure once again here.
When it's champs, these games are gonna be on at like
To try to
3,
retake that
4
B
a.m.
side. They
my local time.
have a lot of ultis to work with, so PRIMMIE's going to be sent in to just
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
have a little bit of a look. Chip Boys overwhelming PKM, and he's found himself the double, so this might be something at least.
Whoa,
for
timing.
Full sense. Margaret dropping now too. Messiah and Kippe try to keep this one alive. Bit of spam coming through. Messiah good for one, but no more than that. And so Full sense will secure themselves a 6th, but it really just feels like at the moment they're kind of trying to delay the inevitable. They're not really quite mounting this comeback yet.
It's kind of like trailing behind, huh? Not too bad, though. I do love to see the effort. Even though, like, it looked for a moment like PRIMMIE might have been hit by Cruz's paranoia, but just because he's dashing towards backside anyways.
IDK, when you really watch this? You mean why I really watch this?
Positioning from QT dig.
Just cause.
So we've seen now, you know, comfortable
Why
A
not?
retakes on
Why not?
holds, comfortable B retakes. C,
Bots
though, was
versus
always
bots
kind
play
of a bit
CS2,
more of
bro.
an issue, especially
Bro,
so
tell me,
far early on in
who am I
this
gonna play with? Am I
second
just gonna
half.
solo queue CS2?
But Full sense now. SF4 pushing up.
PRIMMIE gets the better of PKM. Maybe this is where Full sense can look to start to come alive. Prowler spotting out that trip. Messiah's just gonna.
Bro, you're the one. You're the one that looked up
This is a very strange
whatever
post-fight, though, for
FPS
QTD.
and
I
ended
wonder
up
how
on
that
a
looks
Valorant stream.
For Full sense, if they expect Margaret for Sephiroth under a lot of pressure here, just going to try and duck away.
Oh,
Hopes
so
for the
you
assist and
are
doesn't get
from
it in time,
EU.
but Margaret can't double down. Messiah sitting on top of the spike with a judge in hand. Has to probably find a multi-kill right here. PRIMMIE going to be the first benefactor.
PRIMMIE
of a
just
shot in
died
his
for free.
direction, but Chip Boys will put that one.
Oh, and it's the freest.
Kippe's
It's
in
the
behind.
freest
They had
kills.
No idea. And this could be another one for QTD.
It's the
Cruz
freest
has to pull
kills.
off a miracle. He knows where Uran is, wins that duel, but still needs more. Kipe, oh, the time's on his side. I don't think Cruz is going to be able to get this done. Kipe with the 3K, and QT Dig are up to 12.
I was saying you're from EU, right? Somewhere in Europe.
Big, just massive round. Little attempt by Cruz, but ultimately was all the positions. You called it, Jordan. It looks odd, looks messy,
Asia,
but because
and you're
of it,
glazing
as a result, Kipe manages
EU.
to slip up behind.
You're glazing
You
heretics.
have Margaret, drawing the attention away. Multiple players on other portions. Messiah was the
Bro,
only one just.
what's gotten into you? What's gotten into you? What's the scene like out there? Are you farming in CS2?
Has managed to tuck himself in. Probably have a little bit of backup here from Cruz in a second, and that's going to be the end of Uran.
Did he just stun himself?
QT Dig are going to be feeling too confident
What
about
country is EU and Asia? Which country is EU and Asia?
Hoping for a mistake from Jit Boys, but not going to be getting it.
Sephiroth in a position to swell. We'll see what Margaret can try to pull off for the team, though.
Well, you think that's probably the only way that QTD gets back into this round. They would need Margaret to pick up a kill or two on this rotation. Sephiroth has pushed his way forward. Maybe Messiah can get a bit of work done. Again,
timing.
Sephiroth v Messiah. It has typically gone.
And I'm playing CS2 on top 17 in the world right now on Face It. Hey man, good for you.
As QTD are concerned, PKM tasked with a
Good for you. I want to see you. I want to see your pro level.
Yeah, just everyone's.
I want to see you in the pros.
Really fourth maybe off of PRIMMIE. They don't want to afford
30 seconds left.
any unnecessary deaths either because.
Bro, even if I play CS2, if you're good, I want you be able to play with you.
That's clean. Still needing a little bit more though. I mean, it's around.
So then what's the point?
We see little
Literally a
instances
noob.
where Full Sense managed to get away with like a little one and done position trying to read the map, but it's not the easiest thing because QT Dig just
Have you ever played it on
managed to
LAN?
send it different rounds. They have strats that we haven't really seen too much of either, just like the previous one. So it constantly keeps Full Sense on their toes, especially now again that they are up against map point. They have the
Try
advantage
play
of
Valorant.
economy. We'll see if they
Hey
can
man,
string
why
that
not?
together.
Alright, QT Dig. Again.
There is actually a player who got banned or suspended.
PRIMMIE there with Sephiroth to hold
Hold up,
them
I'm gonna lower
at
this.
bay
I'm gonna
for
lower
the
this.
moment.
Hold up.
QT Dig just having a bit of trouble closing this map out at the moment.
Bro.
Not in the position where it's too scary just yet, but another.
So I'm gonna lower this for a second. So there's a player, his name is King Zera. He got suspended in Valorant, and now he's playing CS2. And I don't know which one he likes more. I'm trying to play Valorant, but this game's so bad, bro. Really, like, I see anime.
Flash there from Uran, but it's not going to help him out too much.
Spike down A.
Hey, man.
That's the end of that. So another round for Full Sense.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Not too bad. But yeah, I mean, like you're saying, Jordan, as well. I mean, that's where
I
I
think
hold my tongue.
I think
because
this game really is just like
haven't used their timeouts yet. They can always pull one off.
the main thing is like, oh, you get like dopamine. You get a dopamine rush. You get like the
I mean, that's why
it's like the same feeling when you go to a casino and you swing the lever and then the lights shine and the lights and then the sounds, and it's the same thing but with an FPS. Like you get a 5K or you get an ace in CS, nothing happens. But you get an ace in Valorant, you get like a bunch of special effects and a bunch of special sounds. It's like dopamine maxing.
But in some of these, in these last 4 rounds, if we are to go into an overtime, you have to consider the fact that
that's the appeal.
there could be some kind of a trick play from QTD.
And plus, I went to one of these events, and I want to say the crowd isn't as passionate as CS, but there's a lot of people that go. There's a lot of people that go. And sometimes, especially with like Paper X, but when you do Ace, all your team might want to do is yeah, I mean that's in both games. Both games that happens. It's just different people.
It's a tense round. Recon, not great.
But yeah, you go to an event, like there's a lot of people and they go to a bunch of different places. I feel like the only thing is that I know CS has a lot more events, whereas Valorant has like 3 big events.
Decide to have that space be what they want. And, QTD making some inroads over towards A. Spike though is not confirmed in that direction, so
big fight.
Right now this
Dinked.
is just all over the place for QTD. They're trying to toy with the rotate, see if they can find an entry, and they have managed to get into the site relatively clean. Drone's going to be dealt with, and now Cosmic Divide put down as well.
It's really, yep.
Goes through, you might expect to see that convergent path's getting ripped though by PRIMMIE, and that'll be the go signal for Full Sense. They've gone straight into Messiah, a 2 for 2 as far as PRIMMIE
Yo,
and
what
Messiah
is going on?
concerned, but then the rest of the trades coming through as well.
No, it's
Cruz
GG.
alone.
It's
Your
GG.
set back. How can you possibly make a retake happen against a crossfire like this? It should be impossible. Cruz will need an absolute miracle to save this game. It's not going to happen. We are going to map 3. 13-6 as QTD take map 2.
NT.
Similar scoreline in the first map of Split, but this time a different victor. Had it all throughout the first half, just running away with their attack side. QT Dig running circles around Full Sense.
Instagram, yeah, good. You can just. It's literally the same user, or if anything, there's a. It's on my profile. Hey, your English is not bad. What's your native language? Or what's your first tongue?
Quite a lot of what we saw here from Margaret in particular. He was, I think, a lot more impactful in this second map in comparison to map 1. Working pretty hard. Try and get the sort of more aggressive fights. There's some definite solid moments out from Full Sense as well, it does have to be said, but end of the day, it was a complete role reversal, right? With map 1, it really did feel like it was an inevitability, actually, that Full Sense was going to get through that one comfortably. But
Discord, I do have Discord, but it's, I keep that private.
The execution as well, and individuals online. BKM was pretty solid, as well as a little bit of a cameo again from him.
But then you think about a map like Summit, though, like Full Sense on Summit hasn't been great so far in this stage, in the group stage. It's quite worrisome to think about. I don't know about the prospect of Full Sense being in the lower bracket, Jordan.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it does open up that possibility, so we'll have to see whether or not that ends up being the case when we do get to map 3. But first, it's time to hear from the desk.
Thank you, casters. Well, Relife, you can see why he was so swaggy, so confident, so chill during that coach's interview on the stage just now. He was confident that they would take Haven. He knew exactly what the problem was, which was space, and they definitely addressed that here in Haven, and they made it look pretty effortless here on Haven. Full Sense was really struggling to find an answer.
This was a way better performance from them. This is why they won in Challengers Japan, people. They're a very capable team in their own right. They just need to get that ball rolling a little bit. So very impressed by them on their map pick. For Full Sense, I think we know they're trying to adjust. They're trying to play a little bit of a different composition, but it didn't look very comfortable for them. I do have to say it felt a little bit disjointed at times, and especially in that first half. They got really limited by QT Dig. So I think this is a very impressive performance, pushing it to that map 3.
Hey, bro, you still haven't dropped the follow.
Full Sense have had their struggles on Haven. They've been swapping around the comps a lot, and I felt like they just switched off a little bit compared to Split. That was really
I'm out here grinding.
on that map, and he struggled to find success early on.
What do I have for map 3? I have Full Sense.
QTD really dominated a lot of the space
Full
on the map. They
Sense.
were unafraid to take those opening duels. So,
I mean, Full Sense have kind of struggled. I think the only time they've won on Haven is against Nongshan. Let me check. Who do you got in map 3?
didn't really feel like they had the answers for it, to be honest.
Yeah, and you guys also, your another wish came true. You want to see Margaret step it up, and he did. Of course, as Chamber on a map like Haven.
No, Nongshim won on
I think it's a
Haven.
great pick. I mean, I'm loving Chamber in this meta. I like when teams lean into it. And I also think it's a great way to play against Full Sense. It forces you to be the one to take those fights instead of just relying on that util, giving up too much space. So I think this is a great map pick from QTD overall. I mean, this is what we want to see from them. I love it when the Challengers teams come out swinging. And I think...
Let me see. Who do you got? Who do you got?
Given what we've seen from Full Sense on.
Yeah, there was some doubt, I think.
Right
with
now I'm
the
looking
map
through their map
especially with
pool.
these next two maps. But you know,
Yeah, they lost to Nongshim, they lost to
and what was
Zeta
really
on
interesting
Haven.
was the first half of this map, especially when they were on defense.
Yeah, I mean, when we say fight for space, this is exactly what we mean. Real Life addressed it in the post-map.
They have not
coaching
won on
interview,
Haven
but you
this
see them fighting
stage
for A
at
lobby
all.
and down C long simultaneously in
And
the
so,
same round. When you get the
they're just,
execute
it's just a
attempt
map they're bad on,
sense onto the seaside,
which
bursting into the
may
relay,
be bad
all
for
of
the
QTD
future.
are flooding and fighting. They are
You got
not
Full
letting
Sense? Let's
Full Sense
go.
have any space on the attacking side, and they're shutting them down before they can even get into a post plant. This round was crazy.
Yeah.
Let's
8 people died in the
go.
first 10 seconds.
Let's
This is what
go.
we're talking about when we say that QTD are an aggressive team.
But it's a great adjustment, and you know this is what we
I was saying earlier that I
it's not like
think,
they don't know what to do. It's
yes,
the
I got
nerves
Full
make it hard
Sense,
to
but
execute. So I think
I
that's very good
think
coaching in
right now I'm
between
rooting
matches to
for
get
them,
his
but
team
I
back
don't
on
expect
board,
them to make
remembering
champs.
the game plan, and then they could execute it in that
I
map number
think
two.
they
So
can
very
be
impressive
good,
there from QTD.
but I don't
It is
have
more
high
timeouts come across
expectations.
as well, compared to
Do you
last
think they
time.
make
Two
champs?
timeouts in the first 10 rounds. That's more than the whole series against Gen G. Crazy.
Yeah, he was moving like Prime Pipson out here.
What the hell, man?
Well,
No
he's
one's going to get that.
They will. Noah's no.
Anyway,
I'm glad I'm not the
like,
only
those are
one.
off right now. Let's talk about
But you
Margaret.
think they have this game?
was
Either
fantastic. He's
you and
shown
me,
up here in Korea in the way that
we're
we
one on
wanted
one.
to
We're on the
see.
same
That was not
wavelength.
happening over on Split.
We're
Yeah,
just
very
enjoying the
happy with
games that
him
they
on
have.
This chamber, I think, you know, it's not something we saw from him when he was in the league here on Nongshim, but I think he's added this agent to his repertoire down there in Challengers, and just look at this
Who's your team? Who's your team? Is Full Sense your team, or do you got? Or you just vibing out? Because right now my team for Pacific is right now it's Nongshim. I really want Nongshim to make champs. And even though they won, I feel like they still have a lot more to prove.
As a team, really, play things like Chamber, fight for space, make sure that on the Pacific stage you have no regrets, right?
God, I hate you so much.
I'm gonna
And Vero is a team that I'm also rooting for. But if I had to choose between Vero, I just watch games and see what happens. Yeah, I think at least for these playing games,
Maybe.
we're just
maybe,
vibing out,
okay.
hopefully hoping
You
for
know,
some
stranger
good
things
games.
have happened. All right,
But
Summit
like,
is the last map,
if I
and
had to
again,
choose
you guys
between
were a little
Nongshim
bit skeptical with Summit being
and
the third
Vero,
map, but we're feeling a lot more confident
I
about
think I gotta
QTD
go
now,
Nongshim.
and that the win is a
As tough it
possibility,
is to
and then
say.
Clinton looks like a genius
How can
again.
you be confident in either of the way?
Yeah.
QTD haven't played it.
Yeah,
Suck at it.
I think,
Like, I have no idea who's going to win this third map. There's some
well,
VALORANT
since
experts out there
right
who are
now
getting
my
really,
local time,
QTD are
I
prepared.
don't,
Like, you guys have no idea. You don't know what they're
it's
gonna
like
do.
early in the
Full Sense,
morning,
and we
like
don't know
at
what Full
2
Sense are gonna
a.m.
do 'cause, like,
for
they've
me.
played two different
And
comps on this
so
map, and none of them
after
were
the
great.
summit,
In my mind, it's a weird
I'm
map
probably
choice
gonna-
from both
gonna-
teams. I kind of
gonna
feel like both of them thought they were going to
log
win 2-0,
off.
to be honest. I didn't really think
I
they'd
really
have
want to
to
know
get
what
into
happens
Yeah, I
Summit,
think that's
so
it.
we don't
in,
know what to expect.
what is it
because
called?
I'd be shocked if Full
In
Sense
Team
play the same
Secret
position
versus
again. I think
Zipto,
they've been changing things
but I
time
have to
and time
wait
again, so
until
they will have
wait
something
until I
new
wake
here, I'm
up
sure, and
the
QTD,
next day.
This wasn't in the map pool for them, so it's an entirely unknown. I think prep is thrown off from both sides here, so we have no idea what to expect.
Yeah,
You know, rewind a
tomorrow
little bit. You
we
said
got
that, map 2 Haven, Full
Zeta
Sense,
versus KRX, which should be good, and then DFM versus Sharper.
thinks of
Ooh,
how that went.
I mean, I don't think
in
they
those
really
games
won
I
that-
got,
Do you know
that
anyone on foot
performance
that
of any-
might have an
No,
opinion?
I
in
don't know.
those
It's all
games,
guesswork for me.
forgot. Sometimes
well,
the game
Summit,
audio could be louder than me.
No, we don't know yet what they're gonna do and if they're gonna continue with.
But so for tomorrow we have Zeta versus KRX. I think KRX look better, but they're not in the form that could beat like a T1. A T1 and KRX play, which they luckily won't be able to play unless they could both go to the lowers. KRX against Zeta. That's gonna be a close game. I think I got KRX. Yeah, DFM versus Sharper. I have DFM making it out of play-ins. And then what other games we got? We got tomorrow for EMEA, Heretics and Fnatic. I think KRX is taking it. Yeah. I was a little optimistic about KRX in the beginning. But ever since they've shown their triple duelist and have been struggling, I've just been like the same thing with Full Sense. Like I've just been like, okay, I still look forward to the games, but like I don't expect them to make a run because they literally had to make an impossible run, or they had to make top 2 against like Paper X and a T1 and a Varel, and you feel like they have a 70-80% chance of winning, like winning playoffs, going to champs, KRX, 70-80, or in their next game. Because if 70-80 making champs, then I want, oh, okay, I was about to say, 70-80 making champs, I want whatever you're having. Whatever you're eating, whatever you're drinking, I want that. But yeah, the game tomorrow, yeah, 70, yeah, 70-80 makes sense. But I don't think Zeta are no slouch. I can see Zeta upsetting them. I mean, I can see KRX not playing that well and Zeta getting a 2-0. We're just gonna have to see which KRX shows up. And shit, they may have a roster change. You know how they are. That's one thing I can't get over about this team. That they're just constantly roster shuffling. Damn, PRIMMIE on the Yoru.
What they will remember is the outcome of this matchup.
PRIMMIE on the Yoru.
Needing a win for quite a while, but QT Dig with their
Double
own
duelist
story,
on
making it
Summit.
all the way up to tier 1. Now with their own compositions too, but Full Sense on the defense, pushing all the way down middle.
Probably like 60-40 actually. Yeah.
To take, but
Yeah, depending on which characters show up.
and there is nobody there. Messiah will be picked
Yeah,
up
Full Sense.
at the very least. So that is a good start
Yeah, I actually had Full Sense. They desperately need to win this game. They lose against a tier 2 team, that somebody's getting fired. Somebody is getting thrown under the bus. 2v3. Someone's getting fired, someone's getting thrown under the bus, some big gossip thing is gonna happen. No way. No way. PKM. PKM just has been frying.
Down to just a solo Sephiroth, and this time I feel it might be a little bit too much to ask. Caught on the reload. That is a brilliant round from PKM.
PKM has been frying on Neon.
I mean, you're still like thinking about, you know, the macro and the compositions, but that just completely gets blown out of the water. PKM is doing things like that on the site. Sure, with the relay bolt, but it's the 2 next kills that he gets, especially against PRIMMIE as well, that does everything else.
If he gets the raise,
around on its head.
PKM's literally 5 HP. Did I see the M80 game earlier? Yeah. I'm actually streaming on YouTube. I streamed I streamed a little bit of like a breakdown of it. Basically, I watched it, but I wasn't able to stream it. And then when I got home, I streamed like me rewatching it and breaking down what happened, because that game was crazy. It was literally that was pathetic, like genuinely disappointing. I think you can't really blame, like I've been watching M80 because I've actually been rooting for another tier 2 team. I was rooting for Shopify, and so I've always been watching M80 as like, you know, competitor. But in this case, it's like it's their first time on stage. I can't really blame them. I can't. Especially Envy. Envy's just been. Ooh. Almost.
It was. QTD will take the round, but
They sold easy rounds. Envy clutch so good. Yeah, I think Envy just were in great form. I don't think Envy is definitely.
Not too bad.
Like at one point, Envy kind of looked like a tier 2 team, but now they've kind of figured out what they're doing and how to play together.
That's one of those things that will force you to respect Full Sense.
But
still getting the
they still, yeah. So M80 actually. So one thing to note as well is that I'm not surprised because I actually predicted Envy to win. I initially was thinking about it because I do pickups like on VLR, and I was thinking about it. I was like, Envy, tier 2 team, or no, tier 1 team that has been kind of struggling, but against an M80 team that is their first time on stage, and they have a bunch of new players. I mean, the only really experienced player is Caillou, and Caillou dropped a stinker. It's just they just needed time. They just needed time. But I think if they can get into good form, then they can. It's very possible. I literally predicted them as one of the. If there is a tier 2 team, if there is a tier 2 team that makes champs, I think it's M80.
Hoping for damage. Best case scenario, not going to happen as PRIMMIE is locked in with a headshot.
But damn, they're gonna have to grind. They're literally gonna have to grind.
Full Sense denying the bonus.
Starting to read it back, and then you gotta think about like what Coach Relive said.
Were you expecting M80 Sen? Is that the frustration, or are you just rooting for M80?
But on a map like this, where it's much more different than Haven, right? Like you've got a lot of these tiny corners, sure, but with how there are all these little tunnels, elbow all around, it's not always easy to just relentlessly force your opponents and play out that much up close to suffocate them with space. Full Sense have their own intentions now, and we'll have a listen in to see what those are.
Yo, we got some viewers on Twitch.
You have a flash?
Yes, sir.
You flash?
Flash in 3, 2, fade off.
Yo, everybody that's on the Twitch, hit a follow, hit a follow. Let's get to affiliate.
A little bit of a walk up here from QTD, about to come to a head. It's 1 for 2 so far.
Okay, 4v3.
Alongside PRIMMIE, and they're doing a
There's just a cross, and PRIMMIE is kind of farming just a little bit.
Too easy for Full Sense.
So it's a little bit
just
more
a little
difficult bit with QTD and their guns, but
let's see what is PRIMMIE's total skill right now.
You see QTD just
so map 1, PRIMMIE at 31, map 2, 13, that's 44.
Swapping back to a bit more mid-centric control for QTD. Full Sense do well to play incredibly
44
passive,
plus 5, that's 49. He's at almost 50 kills right now.
Especially with PRIMMIE
in 3 maps.
Really strong position.
I think the record is 90, I think.
Space again, and now it's trying to min-max eco with Outlaw in hand.
Oh, what a shot.
That's a shot from
Freest kill of his life.
Given a freebie by Kippe. Chip Boys dealing with PKM nicely as well. It's a rough one for QTD as Messiah also now dropping. And it's just Margaret that at best case scenario would maybe grab himself one. Brilliant round from Sephiroth. Solid round from Full Sense. 3 and 2.
Yo.
And this is starting to get a bit out of hand for QTD, I feel.
A little bit. I mean, eco round, sure, but like, who would have thought like this little duo of PRIMMIE and
Oh,
Sephiroth
by the
on
way, for all
sides
the
just
new
being able to relay
viewers
back and
that's
forth that
hopping
way
in on the
would
Twitch
be a thing.
stream, because I am
In-air
streaming on
satchel
YouTube
still does well
and
with the
Twitch.
cages and the
Appreciate
positioning he
y'all.
has around drop.
After this map, I will be hopping off, by the way. Just because it is 2 a.m. right now, and I gotta get some sleep.
I don't think it's that sussy.
We got a bunch of games tomorrow. We
No
got
idea this time.
Fnatic, we got Heretics,
No defense.
and then in Americas we got
Realistic scenario.
who is it off of memory? I'm trying to think. Off of memory, we got
But flank pressure now.
Furia versus 2G, and then Flux Show versus C9.
For a second, but they may not be aware that there's 2 players there. Yoran also pushing his way forward in through the
And then
cage.
after
Jim Boys
that,
goes down
we
early
got
on in the piece.
KRX
PRIMMIE
against
looking for that
Zeta.
info, just ends up eating a
Oh,
bullet from
that was
PKM.
a battle.
Full sense not being able
Were
to
they
make
fade
this
ulted?
retake
They
work
were
at the
fade
moment.
ulted.
And it looks like they've decided
What was that for?
that's going to be enough for them. They'll allow this round to go the way of QTD, save their weapons through to the next.
What was that for?
Not so much. I think a Prowler's like breezed past PKM around the cage. Not too bad in trying to create a bit of that
What was
flank
that for?
pressure, but ultimately out towards the front, even with PRIMMIE on the dimensional drift, it just wasn't enough coverage there with the
We got some
flashes
full
to
sense
support it.
believers in the
So
chat.
although he does get into sight, like the damage was still done against a full census double duelist this time around.
Bro.
Preserving the 3 rifles
No
at right
flash, no
angles,
nothing,
they're
just
able
full
to
dry.
bounce back on the
Exits out of
upcoming
his
round,
ult.
but QT Dig definitely
What
still
is bro
able
doing?
to apply that pace and pressure quickly into A site. This time it's PRIMMIE and Sephiroth in position to try to hold this off.
And a straight A hit for QTD. Get the trip.
Slowed down a little bit this time. QTD, they're not going to get that
Wow,
free
still got the
entry. They're
sun.
gonna have to work for it.
PRIMMIE
PRIMMIE is
with the
there
op.
to delete PKM. Skate crashing back out as well.
Oh,
change
they
the game
spot.
up a little bit here.
Big duel,
QTD
big
not
duel,
too
big
sure
duel.
what they're up against at
Oh,
the
do they
moment.
both
Lua
lose it? They
fighting
both
for his
lose it.
life will eventually fall to Margaret.
Cruise, big duel.
Kills starting to come
Timing.
through thick and fast though, as full sets
Big kill.
capitalize on that round
Big
and
kill.
hold on to the lead.
Always making it much more difficult for QT Dig now. I
Yo,
mean,
since we got some
space was
viewers, we
always
can make
an
a
issue,
poll.
But space gets blocked off by PRIMMIE with an operator. If not, it's Sephiroth playing around the cages. They
We
get met with a
got
roadblock, and then they
full
just look
sense.
kind of lost. They are like still trying
And
to brute force their way through into sight, trying to find different spaces and spots. But if full sets just rotate around that quickly, and Cruz is the last one staggering behind to get that backstab into Margaret, it makes things that much more difficult for QT Dig. So, different approach, back in it again, just trying to keep that conditioning back on into A side, but the op's still here.
Oh,
Bro got-
force PRIMMIE to back off.
Hold up. I looked away. Did he get team flash?
Push outs around B just yet.
Yeah, full sense is playing good.
So QT Dig trying to hold for relative pressure.
Yeah,
Only thing I'm
slowing
worried
down a little
about
bit
is
more.
that they can be
Last few
decent
rounds have been
on defense.
high pace from QTD.
I think where they might struggle, oddly enough, is their attack.
Doesn't seem to have unsettled full sense all that
So
much. They're
I'm a
really
bit
going for the
concerned.
info.
Well, thinking about pushing through from A link though.
I think
It's just Jit Boys here.
if I'm full sense, I'm comfortable. If they get 6, then I'm cool with that. But if they get 7, then I'm really happy.
Okay, Yoran's across. So it'll be a bit of a concern for Sephiroth. He's still got that cam, at least a bit of extra info in there.
PK,
but Cruz has forward,
PKM.
so
When did he get
QTD
up?
starting to try to put this one together. Margaret gets in on the flank and somehow gets a second on a Jit Boys there
Gotta
as
be
well.
4-4.
Messiah chiming in. And this is, in the blink of an eye, just disappeared for full sense.
They're trying to get the op.
Not done yet either. They're still trying to rob this operator away.
Op versus op. I
Already
mean,
success there.
they just planted. No.
Looks like Messiah might be
When he
able to
gets
see
one,
the
it's.
next shot.
Oh, he's just running away. He won't have enough time.
Or Margaret. Oh, Margaret's now in the crosshairs.
Yeah,
so
see,
Messiah
they literally had
actually
Omen
finds
running
PRIMMIE.
away. Make sure.
Managed to take that up away. 4-4, still a very contentious map at the moment.
And that's one of the factors as well.
For the new viewers, we got a couple new viewers joining in. Make sure to follow. We're trying to get to affiliates. And for those who don't know, I watch Party Pacific. Most of the time, just the first games, because it is like 2 a.m. right now, and I don't want to stay up to 4 a.m. because I want to watch some of the other games. And then I watch Pacific, and then I also watch Americas. But Americas mostly is on the weekends because I have a job. Yes, I got a job. That is also why I need to sleep as well.
We'll see if PRIMMIE is able to find any targets.
Cool. We got 40. We hit the goal. Let's go.
PKM out of the picture early on in the piece. Messiah is going to spot 1 or 2 there in middle.
Let's get a 50. Let's get a 50.
Not sure that really helps QTD all that much. They'll be aware that this space was lost. Cruz.
Oh, Cruz. They don't clear it. Oh, he gets 2.
The answer is
he
both
gets
Messiah
2.
and Margaret will fall, and Cruz has got more than his money's worth out of that position. He's opened up at least. QTD
I appreciate everybody that followed. Thank you, by the way.
Very fast rotate coming through from Full Sense as well.
Yeah, it's the flank that QTD will have to worry about. Kipe does try to play advanced, but only spots out 2. That's enough information.
Oh, almost got the collab.
Nice clean shot.
Oh.
Showstopper. Actually does catch one.
It's winnable for
that makes this doable for Kipe.
Kipe.
Still got
I don't wait for the caster to say it
but time is
to make sure.
in his favor. Can at least clean up 1. Maybe he can get back out and start to play time. He was spotted and dealt with.
And it's just PRIMMIE.
And in the end, it's a whole
PRIMMIE
lot of
just
nothing in the
farming.
1v2, unfortunately for QTD. Full Sense will take the round, and that defuse given over to PRIMMIE gets him 1 step closer to the dimensional drift. He's going to get 1 more out before the end of this half.
Could be useful again.
I wonder what
didn't see it become too
does
effective.
Texture have that much motion, or he was killing everybody on the ion?
QTD still being quite slippery.
The ion operator that everybody's using it now.
I'm too sure we don't see a clear victor yet.
No, it's really been back and forth, hasn't it?
I mean, everybody's using it now.
Still looking for the challenge.
Something's using it.
With his own op. PRIMMIE in position towards A side. There has been quite a bit of conditioning towards this position for a couple of rounds before.
Insta break the door. Not even off contact.
One way. Full Sense also breaking the mid door though, which shows like just clear intention of not wanting to play around that spot at all. They're just shoring up all their defenses off towards B, A link, if not just sites.
He's in range.
To set PKM up on
Is he going to jump peek?
No, it's just a case of
no, he's just playing an off angle.
Kahlua is going to end up being here.
He's going to Prowler for info.
Prowler conceals.
Still has another Prowler, a Seize, and a Hot.
Margaret as well.
Not too bad.
Always keeping options available. Full Sense pushing down A link just for a second.
Double swing.
That's a nice swing.
Gets punished.
PRIMMIE though on the other hand, picking himself up 1, and Chip Boys is also here to start to clean house. Nice double onto Messiah
Center playing good.
And this round in a bit of a shambles for QTD.
Unless Sephiroth gets taken down.
Maybe, but it's got a bit of a beat onto Margaret. It took a few tries.
Margaret.
Did manage to calibrate in the end. PKM's going to be spotted out, slides across.
Oh, he has op.
It's a 1v4 though.
It's a 1v4, yeah.
Sure
it's not winnable.
Really
with 20 seconds left.
Has a little bit of a look on that plan.
Full Sense.
Walking into that crosshair, so Full Sense up to 6.
Full Sense.
And perhaps a bit more now. That was kind of a heavy investment for QTD in the round.
Full Sense.
Tried to play around the op, tried to still create a lot of options available for them, but Full Sense, it's very intriguing when they operate in this manner where they have a 1-4 stack on a particular site.
Sephiroth
is able to solo anchor the whole
has been anchoring. Again, my concern is when they attack.
Multiple roadblocks in front of QTD. So now they look to the
It's just a straight B hit. Are they able to absorb? Good stun.
Position to frag, and that is PKM on the receiving
And
end.
way to play your life. Way to play your life.
Come through from the rest of QTD as
And
well,
Kahlua
straight
just
into the
farms.
crosshair
Save the
of
kills.
Kahlua,
Save the kills.
who
Save the
makes it
kills for
look
PRIMMIE.
easy.
Save the kills for PRIMMIE.
And only Kipe left alive. There's really nothing
And
to
he just
be
has
too
a
excited about in this round. Jip Boy's
spam
trying to
down.
chase him down. That kill in the end will go the way of Cruz. Full Sense now starting to pull ahead.
Hey,
in the
if
back
they
end of the
get
half. It was
A4,
okay from QTD
I'm feeling
to
really
begin with,
positive.
But now starting to fall off the pace a little bit.
Especially now that you have this op in the hands of PRIMMIE and everyone just really recognizing what QT Dig's modus operandi is. Different sites, trying to go in fast. Maybe Margaret on alert, just trying to create fake pressure and then just get the rotations in, pivots over onto sites. Full Sense are doing an incredible job at holding off all these separate lanes, the 5 lanes all across the map. Now it's PRIMMIE again towards A. Progression smoke, okay, flash out.
Spam.
Smoke down, and that flash over the top, like you say, is going to allow QT
Oh,
out
timing.
onto the A site, but not
Oh.
for very long. Cruz and Kahlua have no
Jip
interest
Boy's
in
just
what
almost
QT
died
Dig
for
are
free.
selling. Just PKM and Messiah to try to salvage it, and they're getting nothing done. 8-4. It ends up being a very good half for Full Sense.
They win pistol, it's GG. It's GG, we can wrap it up. We can go on about our day.
Look at that. Yeah, even though it's a
We
progression
can go
smoke
on
and
about
pop
our
flash
day, we
above
can go to
it,
sleep.
and everyone does get into sight. Yeah, PRIMMIE gets taken.
Oh, and also for those who may be a little bit confused, the number on top right here is from my YouTube.
Split stack that Full Sense are operating off
So
of on the defense. So instantly, even though
that's
PRIMMIE
why
gets taken down,
that
Cruz is in
is
position.
there,
Killua, Jip
because I
Boys
am
is in position.
multi-streaming.
So around the choke point of their own progression smoke, QT
So if your preferred device is, or preferred app is YouTube, I'm also on there as well.
Where
you enjoy
do
Twitch,
feel as though Full Sense will have
hit a
a
follow.
better run
Let's
off
get
in the second
to
half. And again, depends
affiliate.
on how their attack
Yes, I
goes
watch
as
Party
well.
Val. I watch
There's
Party
enough cushion now.
Pacific. Most of the time it's just the first game because it's 2 a.m. right now. I occasionally watch EMEA, but that's occasionally just because I have a job. And on weekends I'm able to do Americas.
Sort of X factor, that star power coming through from Margaret. PKM has been
So yeah,
decent still, but
I do watch Party
not enough
Val.
to kind of get it done alone. A couple of the guys just going missing when it really
So
matters
like,
most here
what
at
games
the
do we got coming up?
third
We
map.
got,
Can't be affording that against a team that is of the quality of Full Sense.
so this weekend, since technically it is Friday,
I mean, like they are definitely trying to create space, but they get
like
stopped by Full
MIBR
Sense.
Crew,
It's them on the
Sentinels
defense
Envy,
now,
I'll be watch partying that.
potential retakes for QT Dig.
For Foot Eternal Fire, I'll try to watch party of that, but it all depends since it is an early game for me. But Americas, for sure I'm locked in for the weekend.
No assistance at all on this one,
And Pacific, it's usually just the first game. So like after this first game, I have to go to sleep.
And a kill now as well. Pistol round shaping up nicely for Full Sense at the moment, and if it goes their way, the return into this map is going to be a very tough one for QTD.
So yeah. Oh, wallbang. Trades. Man advantage. Did they clear Margaret? Margaret may have the timing. Oh, they see him. They spawn him.
Spotted out immediately by PRIMMIE.
Seth Rob might die for free. Yep, this guy. Cruz saves the round.
Enough as Cruz is able to double down, and Margaret solo.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way.
That side, but linking up now with
No
Cruz,
way, right?
and Margaret has
No
played
way,
ring
right?
around the rosy with Cruz.
Cruz
Will finish
saved
it
the
off
round.
with the 3K. Full Sense take that 9-4
Cruz
lead,
saved the
even
round.
a stretch further.
Just love that it's ending up in running, them running circles around each other again. But like you say, you're seeing PKM, you're seeing Margaret still, but the hit, a simple A split And it's players like Messiah and Yuran who get taken down by Cruz.
Oh, what a
who's
shot
kind of
by
on a heater of
Cruz.
his own as well so far. I mean, several rounds.
I mean, it was good by Killua to just jiggle the angle.
On the side of QT
I mean, if
now that the pistol's lost.
Killua dies, then I get really concerned.
PRIMMIE solo pressure, the rest of the team straight in with
HP doesn't matter.
Oh, Messiah's playing a dangerous game. Up close and personal with this flash. The timing on it's going to have to be
PRIMMIE.
pretty damn special.
With the outlaw.
Doesn't have any backup either. I suppose.
PRIMMIE with the outlaw.
It's getting a bit
PRIMMIE with the outlaw.
Margaret with that cam. That's the fast lane out. It is only a classic right here for Messiah, so.
So what is he gonna flash off of? Is he just gonna flash off a timing? What's his timing? Because literally they can. Oh, it's off of the Cypher cam. I completely missed that.
Charge up the ulti a little.
Cam
I mean,
yet, hence no flash.
I feel like by the time PKM swings that corner and the
they have no
Margaret,
time to rotate.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
too
just
late
hit B, just hit B,
so
just hit B,
say,
just hit B,
Jin
just hit B.
Okay, it's going to swing the corner, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's exactly what happened. B-side's going to be cracked
They
open.
dropped the outlaw though. Who's one shot? Two players are one shot.
Or not, yeah.
They picked up the outlaw.
But look at that. I mean, got so much space to play around now for full sense. They're playing more defensive though, not wanting to lose any weapons unnecessarily. So just high-low, everyone's stacked up close to each other. It's really on the shoulders of PKM. Maybe Kippe to set up with a flash, and then for Margaret to play off the contact.
I believe.
Find some damage. Ballsy peek.
I believe.
Don't really have anything to say about it, as is to be expected.
It's a near follow-us round. PRIMMIE just died
Short of an
as the lurker
opening gun round
on
here for
Yoru.
QTD, I don't think I'm going to be convinced that they can make this recovery.
On the defense too, right? Oh, it's.
I mean, if they win bonus round, then it's for sure wraps.
We're not seeing too much yet in terms of the setups, but same could have been said about full sense with some of the earlier rounds, especially for Haven as well. So I'm gonna hold my tongue. Perhaps we get a bit of intervention with Coach Relive at some point, but so far nothing yet to speak of. Maybe some proactiveness with
what is
PKM trying
this?
to take some space in towards B main.
Yeah, full sense,
and
100% won. Maybe like 5% chance they lose. Yeah, the odds are big, but again, this bonus round determines it. Because if QT did get a flawless bonus, then that's concerning.
It's a little bit over eager and puts a shot into the clone. That's
Man advantage.
door open for Killua for the double. Now it's Margaret's chance to see if he can do the same. That
Cruz playing his life. They fight. Oh, Cruz. Cruz has to save this round. Oh my God, Cruz.
That's a really nice round again.
The savior. They just won.
Yeah,
they just won.
He's having a day.
They just won.
He's just crouched down again, expecting the swing because Margaret's just feeling the pressure of it. No spike planted either, but like just, yeah.
They just won.
So all in all, I mean, it looks kind of messy on both sides. In fact, that you would have thought that this entire round belonged to QT Dig because of Kippe's efforts, just being able to hold the angle, doesn't get hit by any flashes, manages to take down PRIMMIE and everyone who does kind of come out of the choke point, but still not enough. And Cruz just saying like, you know, I'm here. Up at this point, it's a really desperate buy for QT Dig. Now we'll have a listen in to see what if Full Sense can put this down.
Alright, it's QTD do force. I mean, obviously, regardless, they win this round, it'd be a super impossible comeback. Oh, they just mopped.
Well, easy does it
They
for
just
full sense
mop.
at the moment as they just
Flawless
continue to
round.
bully their way into this B site. Margaret can't see a damn thing.
PRIMMIE? PRIMMIE?
Plans to go
PRIMMIE?
down, Yoran spotted
Flawless
out as
round.
well. Full sense are
I mean,
up to 12.
Two
and
of
they
them
are
died,
doing
but
this
I count
easy.
that as a flawless round.
Oh, what a little pop flash. Everyone just grouped up. QT Dig playing incredibly passive. You want to see a timeout, but it doesn't seem as though they have
Yes.
just
Ooh,
any
okay.
secondary plans.
For the new
left.
viewers,
They
hit the follow,
scrounged
hit
up
the
a buy
follow,
for
follow
that
your boy.
round, but it still goes up in
Right now at
flames
40
because no one's
followers,
holding any forward
we
space,
just
no information, and
made a
then
new
the
goal to
eventual pop.
50. I watch Party Pacific, Americas, and a little bit of EMEA.
Partial buy now with any budget rifles they can get. Bulldog, Guardian.
Oh, no. Got a 10 for Yoran.
Hit that follow for your boy.
One onto Jip Boys, but space has been taken
Cruise
already over
ult.
toward that B site, and full sense are going to be heading in that direction for the plan.
Cruise.
Spike planted.
Is your YouTube the same? Yeah.
It's a little bit of that early info
It's
to
literally
back
the
it
same
off.
user at CTRL or control. You know the like the
to deal
command.
with PKM.
CTRL
Down on numbers now,
AMOR.
full sense about to punish them for this final map. Summit has not gone their way at all. QT Dig are done. It's 13 to 4,
GG.
and full sense will take the victory in their
GG's in the
opening
chat.
game of the play.
I got that command.
One away from maybe locking in if they're able to take down their next opponents. I believe it's going to be T1, but nonetheless,
GG.
what an improvement out from the group
What do I do
stage.
for work?
A bit of a life game
I got a
from
desk job.
Cruz, but showing just
I got a desk
massively,
job.
incrementally, bit
Nothing
by
too
bit, all the
crazy,
different
but
plays that they're able to set off of
takes
now.
up
They're
a
looking
lot,
much more
or
like their old
it doesn't take
selves
up a
from
lot,
stage
but
one.
it takes
Couple of double duelists,
a
but
lot
even
of
with PRIMMIE
time
on the deadlock
in my
still
day.
today,
Luckily,
they
I'm
had
able to
their
watch the
number
games, but I
against
can't
QT
stream
Dig
it
every
since I'm
step.
away from
Yeah, in saying that, I think it was far
home.
from perfect. I think there's definitely still a lot
And so
that
I did
Full
watch
Sense
like the
can
M80
continue to
game. I did
look
watch
to
the
improve
crew
upon, but
game.
a win is a win,
I
and
did
they
watch
can
some of the
continue
EMEA
to
games,
just work their
but
way slowly
unfortunately,
surely
I'm
through
not
these
able
play-ins. By
to
the
stream
time
those
they do at some point get to
until I
playoffs,
get home.
I think there'll be a
And so
team
that
to
when I'm home,
really be concerned about.
I can
They
stream
do need to maybe
like
work on a
Pacific
bit of that
games,
synergy. Things have been a bit difficult there
and
with the flag. Came out
bro,
upside down. So like I said, a few
they
things still
almost
to
messed
work
it
on
up.
here. Maybe communication, potentially, for Full Sense, but end of the day,
Hey,
they're
I
gonna be happy.
appreciate
They're not gonna be too
the
concerned about this.
subscribe on YouTube.
Looking forward to a match, like you say, against T1. It's a bit of a bigger fish to fry, I think it's fair
Lucky
to
I
say.
got a job where I only have
QTD
5
gets
hours a
for
day,
QTD
make
on the
2 to
other side
4K a
of that
week.
coin.
I watch what I
Down
want.
into the whole
Damn, you
bracket.
lucky.
It's not going to be an easy
You lucky,
task
man.
going forward for
I'm
them
trying to be
because
like you.
obviously, you know, you're now one game away
I'm
from
trying to be like
elimination
you,
here in
man.
the play-ins, and you've been kind of building your entire year towards this point, and fortunately, it might be over in 2.
Yeah, that's it. I'm still incredibly impressed by them, though, and they're showing that they had today incredibly aggressive. They wanted to test their summit.
Alright, we'll
but
stick around
it
for this interview,
unfortunately does not pay off
and
just
then
yet.
we're
That's it, the
gonna
full
log
sense.
off.
What a performance. Let's listen in to them with Jen on the stage.
Alright, appreciate you joining the chat. GG to Full Sense. I appreciate you. Again, for the rest of the chat, we're gonna stick around for the interview.
네,
And then we're
프리미
gonna
선수
log off.
만나보도록 하겠습니다. 승리
Yeah,
축하드립니다.
if you haven't, hit that follow.
Massive congrats, 프리미. 가장 먼저 이렇게 플레이인 스테이지 첫 경기를 승리로 장식하게 됐는데요. 오늘 경기 소감부터 들어보고 싶네요. Now, congratulations, PRIMMIE, on this win. You guys are starting off play-ins with a strong win against QTD. How do you feel about today's win?
ก็ยินดีด้วยกับการชนะวันนี้ที่เจอ QTD ก็คิดยังไงบ้าง
ก็รู้สึกดีครับผมเพราะว่านี่ก็เป็นชนะของเราก็ไม่ได้หลังจากไม่ได้ชนะมานานก็ดีใจครับ
feels very good because he hadn't won for a while.
아무래도 그동안 연패를 했기 때문에 이렇게 승리를 할 수 있어서 기분이 너무 좋다고 얘기를 하는데요. 상대해본 QTD이라는 팀은 또 어떤 팀인 것 같은지도 물어보도록 하겠습니다. I want to ask you about your thoughts on QTD. What do you think about them as a team competing on the Pacific
Damn.
stage?
คิดยังไงกับ
That's crazy. I just realized in 3 maps
ก็
it's
รู้สึ
only
ก
been
ว่า
2
เป็นทีมที่
hours.
เก่งมากครับผมแล้วก็
In 3
เล่นกัน
maps it's only been 2 hours. Most games take an hour each game. Realistically, this game should have ended at like
확실히 팀워크도 좋고 그리고 강한 팀이라고 생각한다고 얘기를 하는데요. 그리고 풀센스 같은 경우에는 이제 프로스트
Well,
감독이
I guess that's
스테이지
specific.
2부터 다시
That is
합류하게
specific.
되면서 아무래도 좀 맞춰가는 그런 과정이 필요했던 것 같은데 그 과정은 어땠는지 선수들의 인풋은 좀 어느 정도인지 그리고 좀 어떤 방향성으로 이제 확고히 하게 됐는지도 물어보고 싶네요. So with Frost rejoining the roster starting stage 2, it means a lot of catching up to do for you guys. I mean, you tried different comms, different styles compared to stage 1. What conclusions did you guys decide to reach? How was the process? How much input do you get to have?
ก็ได้บทสรุปอะไรมาบ้างหลังจากที่ฟอร์สเข้ามาตอนสเตจ2แล้วก็เปลี่ยนคอมเปลี่ยนสไตล์การเล่นหลายๆอย่างสรุปว่าแบบเราจะไปทางไหน
ครับผมตอนนี้ก็เราก็พยายามหาได้แนวทางแล้วก็เล่นให้เข้ากับเราที่สุดครับผมเพราะว่าตอนนี้ก็หาสไตล์การเล่นอยู่ครับ
still trying to find out which style will be we're still testing out different styles different game plan and stuff
아직까지도 좀 뭐가 팀에게 최선인지를 찾아가고 있는 과정 같다고 얘기를 합니다. 아 그러면 또 프리미 선수가 개인적으로 느끼기에 다시 돌아온 프로스트 감독 좀 변한 것 같은지 아니면 탈론 시절 그대로인지도 물어보고 싶네요. What about the dynamics of you and Frost, or you know the team and the Frost? Is he different compared to the Talon era, or was it just the same?
Frost แบบยังเหมือนเดิมอยู่ไหมตอนอยู่ทารอนกลับมาตอนเนี้ย
เหมือนเดิมครับผมก็เหมือนเดิมเลย
everything's the same
아 그냥 옛날이랑 똑같다고
Bro's just getting straight yelled at.
좋습니다. 자 이렇게 되면서 다음 경기 T1을 만나게 됐는데요. 여기에 대해서는 어떻게 느끼고 있는지도 들어보도록 할게요. Next up would be T1. You always frag against
T1
right?
versus Full
But
Sense.
What are your expectations?
แมตช์ต่อไปเจอ T1 คิวคิดยังไงบ้าง
T1 versus Full
ก็
Sense.
น่าเป็นแมตช์ที่ยากครับผมแต่ว่าเราน่าจะได้
Yo.
It'll be a hard match but
Is that next week?
he'll win
힘든 경기가 되겠지만 그래도 프리미 선수는 풀센스가 이기지 않을까라는
That is
자신감 있는 모습을 보여주게 됐습니다. 자 이렇게 해서 프리미
Sunday.
선수 만나봤고요. 저희는 다음 인터뷰로
We will be there no matter what.
Thank you so much, Primi, and good luck against T1.
Thank you.
We will be there no matter what. Especially the first game. I will be there. Yes. All right.
It's a good week for
I
Thai
appreciate
Valorant
everybody
so
that tuned
far.
in
We
to
got
the
one
stream.
more match after
Again,
this
I
featuring another
do
Thai team, but in the meantime,
watch parties
Fulton's
for
finally getting a win, a
VCT
much
Pacific.
needed
Usually the
win.
first
This
game.
Stage 2 ever since Frost has
Because
joined
it
this roster.
is
Primi
on a little
mentioning
bit
just
later
now,
for me.
things haven't changed. I don't know that's a
And
good or bad thing, but
I also do
overall, things
Americas.
look a lot better.
Yeah, they
Again,
break that 4-loss streak. If history is to be believed, now
I
they're
do
gonna win
Americas,
3 more
but
in a row
it's
because
mostly the
everything
weekends.
has to be in balance
So
when
like
it comes
a
to this
game
team.
for sure
But I
you
will
can
say
catch
this
me
was a
on.
much better game from them overall. Map 3 looked really solid.
pull
I mean,
up
Sephiroth really held his
the
own there.
schedule
That's
right
something
now,
we've
real
been waiting
quick.
for him in this squad, where I feel like he hasn't always had the best games.
I'll
but he
most
showed up when it
likely
mattered most today. So
be
I think
live
now this
after
Full Sense team
the
can really start to
Cloud9
pick up some steam,
and the Fury
gather
game.
that momentum as they move towards
And then
qualifying.
for watch party, we'll be watching Karex and Zeta tomorrow. So tune in for that. And then on Saturday, we'll be watching Crew and Sentinels versus Envy. Yeah, I appreciate everybody that tuned in for the stream. Everybody that we finally hit the goal. We hit the goal of 40 followers. Let's get to 50.
He was winning, and I think at the end of the day,
And
that's
everybody on
gonna start to get quite
YouTube, I
frustrating for a
appreciate
team like
you.
QTD, who
And I'll see y'all later. Good night.